Boom. What's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Discount candy day. Discount candy day. It's the day. It's the day, chat. Marilyn.
75 moons.
That's a lot of moons. Marilyn, thank you. 75 moons. Oh, what's up? How's it going?
Hello, Pumpkin Guy.
Hey.
How are you today?
I'm a little excited about all the discount candy. Oh! I guess I gotta call that. We got card battle happening. Hold on. Let me call it. I gotta call it. Card a battle. Gotta call it. Hey, I'm gonna try to do a specific order today. Of what's who even did that? Malenko, you gotta roll equal to or greater than. Oh God, this is how the day's gonna go. 5. Oh, that's bad. Card battle. No! You tried. You tried. What's up? Let me say hi to people. Get underway. What's up? Real Max Marvel. Hi. Icarus. Hi. Sterling. Hi. The Haint. Hi. What's going on? Yeah, Hot Topic's too bright. When that was going on in chat, Hot Topic's too bright now. That's weird. I literally just dimmed things here. We're in a dark store. I had to literally put a filter on. ADJ, what's up? How's it going? Blinko, hi. Caterpillar Nana, hi. Tungsten Wolf, hi. ADJ, again, hi. Spider, Ninja, hi. What's up? Moonbot. What? Did you go out or it's, what? Off the shelf tonight. What? Not going out? What are you, crazy? I don't know if that was even directed at me. Wow. Blinko, hi. What a stream bounty? No, that doesn't count. Meow Stick, hi. What's up? McBooyah, what's up? I've never relied on a generator for power. Can't afford to pay the power bill. At least the neighbors letting us use it. Oh, come on. Yo, all the power prices have gone up. They got extra card. Hey, thank you. No, man, dude, we got our electric bill, and I'm like, what the hell? But, you know, it's below freezing everywhere, so it's just everything was jacked up whether I wanted it to be or not. Yes, Kai, how's it going? There's a pumpkin boo. Pumpkin boo! There you go. Lakota Warrior, hi, what's up? Hope, how you doing? Hope you're doing well on a Sunday. Random singing. Damn it. Did it to myself. Where is that? Random singing. Do no random singing.
Getting hair braided today. Glad I caught you before I put in my crop circles again. Less than 3.
Hey, nice. There you go. Icarus gifted a bunch of subs. Turi got one. Trigger got one. Go to the Wave got one. Spider got one. And Skull Keeper. Oh, we're on. All right, we're on level 3 already. Boom.
It's a freaking high train. Let's go. It's a freaking high train.
Let's go.
Let's go.
High train.
It's a freaking high train.
Is there dancing allowed in the store? I don't know. We figured we'd go to the fanciest chocolate place and keep our fingers crossed that the chocolate's discount. I don't think they do it till 3 o'clock, like right before the closing. So we'll wait. Let's see. Thank you. Hey, what's up? Bean Spider, Mega Pocket Watch. Powder coat is wearing off. What do you mean? Is there a beautiful copper? What? How come that wasn't a big to-do? It was like, wow, it should have been. Anonymous gifted Blue Moon a sub. Thank you. Anonymous. Thank you. I appreciate Car Planet. You liked it. Liked what? Mortal Jelly. I'm going to put my fancy robe on. There you go. Get the fancy. Whoa. Dear. Oh, look at that. Dude, Icarus gifted a bunch of sub. Kendrick got one. Mr. Lars got one. Pixel Tapestry. Old Gray Man. Alex the Wook got one. Cake Views. Beeps. Fallen Rose. Quack Quack. All got one. Adventure Blob. Well, thanks, Icarus. Thank you. Level 5. Level 5. It's crazy. Thank you. I know. I hope everybody had a decent Valentine's Day. I mean, we just kind of, did the usual hanging out kind of thing. Don was doing a whole stream, giving game codes away and stuff like that. We were working, but, But we made
Level
dinner.
5 hype train.
Hype train. Level 5 hype train. No, I think it's level 6 now. That's your fault. We were on level 5 and you're like, no, let's go faster. Hey, level 5 complete. Hey, we're on level 6. Thank you. I made General Tso's chicken. It came out all right, you know? Dude, I made rice and I made broccoli and I made the chicken. Sauce was jarred. I'm not making my own sauce. You can't be trusted with that. I'll make my own pasta sauce, but you know, when it comes to a sauce that's indicative of Chinese food, that's
Pumpkin guy hype.
hey, Pump'Kin hype. Thank you again. Look. Mine was quiet, so I was just gaming. Yeah, there you go. Dude. I know some people it's just like, you don't want to be hassled. I don't know. It depends on your perspective on Valentine's Day. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it's just so much stress. And sometimes it's just better not to even get involved. Yeah. No, man, dude, a lot of people put a lot of stress on it, you know? And it's good when you're in like a long-term relationship because then it's just kind of like, you know, but you know, I don't know. It's still good to do stuff. That's why I made dinner. Yeah. Go. No. Anonymous gifted a sub to Zero Scape. Thank you. I appreciate Anonymous. Anonymous. You went to a shingles mixer? Oh, that must have been painful. Oh, they probably meant singles. If a shingles mixer, I'd probably avoid that at all costs. Baked cookies, games, what does hey, good V-Day. Nice. There you go. It still said shingles. Oh, good. What? What? That wasn't even dyslexia on my part. It literally said that. I double checked. Just got back from donating plasma. Like plasma rifles. Do you have just those laying around? That would be funny, though, dude. You just walk in. Yeah, I'm here to donate plasma and just put a plasma rifle on there to be like, yeah, you know, guys, you whatever you want. Dad made pizza rolls out of burritos. What? You could do that? Pizza rolls out of burritos. Let's go. Dude, that's awesome. I didn't even think that was physically possible. You're bending the laws of cooking science. I was getting back to the Starfield with the creepy feeling that I'm fighting over my level. That comes back to bite me in space battles. Yeah, I hate when I go to areas in games and I know I'm underpowered, but I'm like, I want to explore, but it's an uphill struggle. That happened in classic WoW so many times. I'm like, what's in this level? I'm like, all right, nothing I should be at quite yet. Celebrated the Friday the 13th. We went to the mall, watched a movie, not because of Valentine's Day, but because we were already in town. My dad's medical stuff. Hey, there you go. Nice. Yeah. Well, it's Friday the 13th. You got to do something. Those are red, violets, blue. Bottle of vodka, cheaper than dinner with two. I'm assuming dinner with two. But did it? Thank you, Seal. We've got a minute 20 seconds. Boom. Minute 20 seconds. Good, dude. Exploring the open world games is hard. Yeah, because it's like, here's the thing. When it comes to games, I'm all about exploring and looking around, and I like to not be hindered by looking around. That's why I hate invisible walls. Oh, my God, dude. Pet peeve in games, invisible walls. I'm like going over here. Hey, what's over that cliff? Oh, sorry, invisible wall. I'm like, come on, man. Are we doing it for your own safety? No, you're not. Playing Nautical Sub-Zero. What, never played the first one? Loved diving. Nice. Dinner. It was dinner. I figure it was. I could go and find stuff that's over my level, but ship battles. Oh, dude, Dawn had a problem with the ship battles, too. I think that's when she got fed up. Was like, oh, yeah, I gotta raise the level of all the ships and stuff and gotta do all this. Like, oh, you know, it gets tedious, you know? Insurmountable waist-high fence, right? It's like it just keeps going up, and you're like, why? Ugh. I know, just let people go. You know, here's the thing. I would rather not have invisible walls and me fall off an area and make it be like a death trap. I would rather have that because then I'm like, oh yeah, you don't want to go on that cliff. That cliff's a little steep there. Type change success. We got the level 6. Everybody, thank you. Boom. Should probably hydrate. I was literally paused that way the whole time. I was just like waiting for it to come back. Okay. Thank you. We already got all level 5 emotes. Come on, Twitch, please. Thank you, everybody being on the hop train and doing the thing. Also, not putting your hands out the window. It's dangerous. It's way more exciting when you fall through the grid.
Toaster. Make breakfast spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky talk from toaster. Spooky eat me toast. Yum yum yum.
Oh, I gotta call that.
Human hand.
The sound alert. The sound alert was used. Where is it? There it is. I'm getting better at this. Okay. Oh my God, I'm not that better at this because I forgot to join my own game. It doesn't matter. Again, it's just buckshot. It's just buckshot. The whole thing, man. Bingo card looks like garbage. Motocross managed to let you drive away from the level up a hillside, but when you went too far, it would just catapult you back to the track. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
World games it when you run into a waist-high thing that is blocking you. What I can just climb over it.
Right? Just climb over it. That's always another thing, too. Thank you for getting another card. No, man, when you're doing a game, especially in, like, weird little hallways, like games that take place in, like, schools or offices, usually horror games, it's like, there's a desk in a way. I guess I can't go this way. Just move the desk. What are you talking about? Just pick it up over there. Throw it over there. No, like, nobody does that. And I'm just like, come on, dude. Just let me explore. I would rather just get to the end of the school wall and it's like, okay, it ends here. Oh, okay, I guess this is a dead end. All right, let's go this way. Rather than having a fake desk and seeing the illusion of fun beyond it. Yeah. The desk is made out of tungsten. You're in school. You should figure out a way to move it somehow. Oh, God. Really had to drive far away to trigger the catapult. Yeah, that's kind of fun, though, you know? I would like to get to a point in the map where you're like, yeah, just turn around. That happens in Genshin Impact all the time. Paimon's always just like, no, we can't go this way. I'm like, I am going to put you in a blender. Just let me explore. No. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I'm that person that has to find the edges of the map. And then complain that there's edges of the map. That's the first thing I do in a game when I'm just like, especially to give you the ability to fly. I'm like, let's see, where's the ceiling? I just keep flying up and up and up. I forget what game it was, but it literally let me get to space and it was like, yeah, you're running out of oxygen. I'm like, oh, well, at least they did that. You know? You can climb over it. There's a small shrub in your way and your pet doesn't know how to cut it, right? Game design classes should include a lesson on not making something that can be logically climbed over or moved into impassable obstacles. That would be a good idea. Or at the very least, if you have to cut a particular area off just for game development, like a hallway or something, just end the hallway. Just end the hallway. Don't put a spooky chair in my way. Oh, you can't move the spooky chair. It seems to be held here by supernatural forces. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. You know? The only way that works is if, like, no, you can't move this chair. Well, why? Well, literally, when they built the house, the chair was built into the foundation. Underneath the chair, and then you'd have to pan and show underneath it is literally a giant pillar that reaches the center of the earth. It is unmovable. Like, oh, all right. I'll take the joke and accept that I can't move this chair as opposed to just having, you know, a piece of furniture there that's unmovable and I can't just shimmy around. What's up, Copper Cat? What's up? Boom.
Or Fallout. The door is locked or you don't have the skills. Rocket launcher doesn't work and oh, by the way, the door is broken in half.
Right? You can like peek through it and you can see what's in the room. You're like, what do you mean I can't get in? I can literally just reach my arm through it and jiggle the knob. No. What about the rocket launcher? No, rocket launcher. Come on, let me use my rocket launcher. Oh, God. Chair is part of the universe that cannot be moved. Exactly. You know, have a joke like that and at least it'll be fun. It'll be fun, you know? In most games, doors are made of adamantium, right? Even the rocket launcher won't work. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, why? I don't know. Just like if there's an alternative way to open up the door, whether it's lock picking or rocket launcher, fine. If you lock pick it, then you know what? There's no weird little NPC or creature in the room. All right, because you're going in there sneaky, like you're doing it the way it is, but you blow it up and stuff. You can have a crazy creature in there trying to chase you out or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. Have a penalty for trying to cheese it. I know there's like game logic where you got to be like, okay, well, you got to do this before you could do this, and you can't go there unless you do this, that kind of thing. Do you have a key card? I don't have a key card, my God, but I got a crowbar. I got a crowbar and a rocket launcher and a chainsaw. And I got a bolt cutter that could just literally rip this doorknob off. No, you need a key card. Okay, hold on. Let me go through the rest of the map to find that little piece of plastic that you need. Get out of here. All right, I'm getting irate about it. There's a Morrowind mod where you could use strength to force the door open. See, there you go. That's what I like. That would be good. It shouldn't have been a mod though. Yeah, the C4 won't work. What the hell? At the very least, if you're going to do that where people are like, yeah, I'm going to put C4 on this, try to blow it up, and at least have the character have some kind of internal dialogue, be like, what is this door made out of? That kind of thing. Just to be like, all right, try to rocket launcher. Rocket launcher didn't work. This must be some tough stuff. Just some kind of glib, off-the-cuff kind of comment, at least poke fun at the game design. I don't accept closed doors when I have not a flamethrower, Figure skating USA. What? Armed robber? What do you mean, figure skater? Which one? Get out. Where'd that happen? Is that a real thing? If you die in a battle with one hit, you shouldn't be there, right? However, window happens to be bulletproof glass. That too, the bulletproof glass windows. Here's the thing, make the windows breakable, but if you go through there, you get a terminal cut. I'll just break the window and go through there, and then you cut your arm and stuff, and you bleed out in like 3 seconds. You're like, oh no, it hit an artery. Brr, brr, brr. Yeah. You died of glass. Didn't Steve just go through a whole rant about how you should be a game developer or director or something like that? You should do that. Somebody should just give you a remedial game and you put all this weird humor in there just to make better. That'd be hilarious. Pokemon, uranium replacement, item for waterfalls, a surfboard with a pickaxe attached to it. There you go. Put jet rockets on it too. It'll go fast. Got a concept resource chunky salsa. Nice. Well, I'd have a mod that you get a hammer to let you open any door, but you have to use it on a story required door. It will lock you out of the story. Oh. All right, that's weird. Steve should be the final boss in the next Castlevania. I don't know. I haven't gotten into it with him. How powerful is Steve? Oh, all right. That's it. You just shrug. All right. Let's say chunky salsa. We should do that. We should make salsa. I can make salsa. We got a bunch of tomatoes. Tomatoes. Ugh. I'm tired. I need caffeine. Boop, boop, boop. No, I was up late watching somebody go through Japan. We're going to talk about that. I like the lighting on this. Go.
Sub 89. Wow. Wall's still fluffy. Thanks for what you do, John and PG.
Boom. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thanks for putting up with our nonsense. 79 moots. Thank you, Eagle. I appreciate. There we go. If you get to the Legend of Map and Guardian Signs, the game will let you know you're about to cross the border out of Oblivion. That'd be kind of fun. I need weird things like that. Or if you hit a wall, you can just. I would probably see if you can program. If there's invisible walls, it'd be like, if you go beyond this point, You know, just say there's something bad beyond this point. Like, you really want to go to beyond this point? There's something bad. Real bad. You don't want to, and then you just put them in this hellscape of tormenting souls that basically rips them limb from limb. I told you to not go through that. Steven is a high roller. I'd probably just chill with Dracula. Leave when Belmont shows up. All right, see you later. That's how you survive. You know, the Dracula's gonna be like, you got my back, Steve. You'd be like, oh yeah, sure, I'm right here. No, go ahead. I'll back you up. Like later. Focus. There you go. Nice. Cozy Chaos, what's up? Hope you're doing well on the Sunday. If you get to the edge of the, no, read that. Whatever, read that. What was that? What? They're migraines. Oh, hold on. Excedrin migraines got caffeine in it? I could be taking caffeine in pill form too? Oh my God, I did not know. God. No, I noticed caffeine pills, but medicine too? Oh, I can not be in pain and have caffeine. I'm just having caffeine. Still in pain, but whatever. Let's see. Kind of a Wind Waker. If you try to cross the edge of the map, the King Red Lines will tell you you're about to leave Hyrule and automatically turn around. I don't like the automatic turnaround thing. It bothers me. They're like, no, go ahead, keep going. That's what I need. I need that narrator that's just like, you know, I'm trying to think of a good voice actor for that. You know, like Ian McKellen. Yes, go on, see what happens. You know, but they're very, very glib and just like, oh, no, you want to keep going ahead. Continue forth, traveler, and you shall see the doom that lays ahead. Wait, what? No, go ahead. You want to explore, go ahead. Yeah, and just like arms reach up from the ground and just... Yeah. And then it drops you back to where it left you off, but a little bit back further. And then, you know, when you hit the ground, it's like, you lose like 10% of your health. That'd be pretty good. I see Steve as a person that looks to what? The way he does so people don't see that he's overpowered. I don't know. He hasn't beaten up or gotten into a skirmish with Gora yet. Steve and Pauline are kind of chummy. I mean, they get along. There's a bit of a height difference, but whatever. He doesn't interact with the squirrel. Let's see. Boo, 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 boo. Blue Moon High, what's up? Let me get more coffee, because I know I had some, but I'm going to have more. Yeah, that's getting there. That's fine. That's basically what she's wearing. That's fine. That one's getting there, but I don't think it's terrible. Okay. Let's see. So who's doing what? What are you doing? Did anybody actually go running out looking for discount chocolate? No, man, because... Oh, my God. Yo. All right, there's this grocery store that's been overhauling everything, right? My dudes. Yo, no, speaking of seasonal candy, we went in there because we're like, all right, we're in the area. Let's see if we can go in there. And we'll check up on the status of their rearranging of everything that I knew where it was. All right. So we go there. We're going through trying to get the one or two things we need. We see an end cap at the end of the aisle. The whole thing was filled with Halloween candy. I am not even joking. It was literally box upon box of Halloween candy. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm looking around and I'm like, what? You know, I'm like, dude, were we working so long that it's already October? No, that wasn't the case.
We love the cards. Go get more coffee, lol.
Ah, don't worry, it'll happen. Thank you. No, it turned out they found like this huge pallet of Halloween candy that nobody brought out from the back when they were renovating and everything. So I'm like, but the thing is, they didn't even put it on discount. It wasn't like, 50% off. I'm like, this is from October. It's got bats on it. Give me a break, bro. It wasn't discount though. I'm not paying full price for, bat candy from 6 months ago. No, I want new candy. Ah. Candy corn from the 80s, right? I think it was last year's. I'm hoping it was last year's. You imagine a couple of years ago, Hey, we found this pallet of candy all the way from back in 92. Like, oh, geez. Caffeine is an Excedrin migraine because caffeine makes you absorb the pain reliever fast. You kind of need the faster absorption at that point. Oh, all right. Well, does that work with regular medicine? Because I feel like it's failing me. What's up? How's it going? Cake, ha. Hope you're doing well. But, yo, we were watching, like last night, we were just browsing through Twitch and stuff like that. What? Same candy, so same price. No, it's not the same candy. It's got bats on it. You know, it should be discounted. Everything seasonal should be like, if they brought out a pallet of Christmas candy, you know that stuff would have been discounted. But I think there was like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and they're like, well, you know, they're orange normally anyway. Maybe they won't notice the bats. Full price. What? God. Fun fact, Joey, you should take headache meds and soda for that reason. Really? I don't know. Candy. Oh, beer, Event 39. What's Event 39? What do we got here? What is it? Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Got to be at least fitted paper here. Yeah, no, people might still actually just be waking up. No, we're at 72. So, you know, I'll be adventurous and should I preemptively call it? I feel like that's wrong. I don't want to get my hopes up. We'll see. Yeah, somebody we're only a couple away, but still. I don't want to be that person. Now I got to alt tab back to where I was. Boom, got it. We still know exactly what the gargalo apparatus in human cell does. I don't know, so it does something. Caffeine and nicotine cancel each other out for to some extent. Oh my God, is that why everyone smokes cigarettes and drinks coffee? Is that a thing? That's weird. Why would you do that then? Because usually people want the caffeine to stay awake or they like the nicotine to kind of calm them down. So then it's like you're not getting any of the benefits. You know, pick one. Wow, that's crazy. Where's the chocolate fountain in this place? I don't know. If there was one, I'd be drinking from it, but... What happens if you throw pennies in like a chocolate fountain? Does the wish have more impact or no? It's like, well, they wished, but they did it with chocolate. So, I don't know if the universe gives you extra points for that. Stimulants covering up other stimulants. Yeah, that's ridiculous. A lot of them don't change the packaging, just use decorative display boxes so they can take them out of the box and sell them for a price after holidays. No, but it actually had bats on the packaging. It should be discounted.
Aren't you hydrating with coffee? Number 34.
No, somebody's got to call it. That's one of those things they got to call. That's like the stretch and the posture check and the I don't know, pick your nose. Do we have that? No? All right. Not a reward. There you go. Hydrate. Now I got to go find it. What number was it you said? Was it 34? All right. Let's see. I'm in the general area. That's good. Yeah. All right. We got that. Boom. And then somebody's doing a stretch. Great. Cool. All right. Kurt. Somebody. All right. A bunch of people won. Hold on. Dude, everybody's waiting for that? All right. Oh, none of those helped me at all. Holy crap. This is not even a card. All right. Who got Kurt Planet? All right. Dude, you're getting a wheel spin. That means I got to go to easy mode, so let me just call that too. Come on, man. Where's SE mode? There you go. Calling that. Boop. All right. Wheel spin's coming up. I think I got all that, right? Got that? Got it? Got it. All right. Boop. Okay, cool. All right. Kurt Planet, you probably know the deal already. You're going to have a wheel spin there. It's going to be stuff from the itch.io shop, which has got all sorts of things, movies, comics, music, all that stuff. You know, so you get a spin on the wheel of prizes from there. I'm going to send you a code, and you're going to be like, all right, I may or may not have this. If it's something you already have, feel free to pass it along to somebody who may not have it. So we're going to do the spin. All right.
What's the deal? Let's spin
Can't
the
interrupt the
wheel.
song.
'Cause you won bingo. Let's go. Spin that freaking wheel.
All right, spinning the wheel. There you go. Who knows what it'll be? Hurry up and spin. Land on something. I'm impatient. Ooh, hey, you got the Chibi series VOD. It's a collection of the Chibi series. That's where Jermaine's like really small and obnoxious, hanging out with grandparents, and then the squirrel's really small and obnoxious, hanging out with Jermaine, who's hanging out with yeah, you know what it is. There you go. But it's a whole VOD collection. All right, let's get that going. Boom. All right, let's find the code. No. Oh my God. There it is. Thank you. All right, got that. Copying the code. Gonna whisper it to you in 3, 2, 1. Boom. There you go. All right, you got the code. Again, if it is something that you already have, feel free to pass it along to somebody else who may not. I got to close some tabs, and beautiful. The world is good. Except it's really bright out because there's still like 2 feet of snow outside, and the sun is hitting it, and it's literally just dismally bright out. Dismally bright. Boom. 19 and 14. What are those? Oh, man. I was just there. All right. What's 19 and 14? What are 19 and 14 here? Wheel spin. Ah, there you go. Got that. What do you say? 19, what? 40. All right. Got the 75 years. Boom. All right. I think we got that. Boom. All right. Well, while I'm here, let me go through. I didn't cover up a card. I didn't take a break. Didn't do stupid food, physical, technical issue, drop frames. Nope. Still doing good. Didn't look anything up yet. Fancy card battle. We didn't do fancy card battle. Come on. Runs out of cough. God, everyone's one in there. Jeez. No Candy Rain. None of that. None of that. No, that was Tangia. Boom. No, the little robot guy. Tangia. Boop. Didn't do that. Spicy. No spicy. No shiny. Oh, you didn't play a new song during the intro? I hate you. Oh, man. Dude, you got like 500 songs. Just pick one. Jeez. Didn't hit my dyslexia jumbles words. It'll happen. Card battle. Let's see, what do we got? All right, I'm just doing that. All right, cool. DJC, you got to roll equal to or greater than. No. 13. 14. It's reasonable. You can do it. 18. Beautiful. Boom. Card battle. All right. Pick a number, any number. Or we can do random. It's all up to you. Number 16. All right. Number 16. Candy Rain. All right. Boop.
You need to do better than the wheel spin.
What do you mean I need to do better than a wheel spin? That'd be kind of funny, though. Do better than a wheel spin. Well, what does that even mean? There's no numbers. Good luck. Like, what? Oh, you lost. I'm sorry. Just wait. Good. Thank you. Hey. Where was that? 18 last time, right? Need an issue. I do not. I was going to talk about something. Oh, no. Yo. Okay, I got a question. Chat. Okay, for people who are familiar with the land in which you live, Wasn't that a technical failure? No, that was a fat finger. Oh, I should put that on a thing. We can get rid of something else. No, fat fingered it. No, I do that a lot. You know, maybe we could get rid of that instead and get rid of someone wins bingo, you know, because then that'd probably be good, right? Write it down, try not to forget. I'm going to totally forget. All right, we were watching what the hell? A streamer. They were doing stuff in Japan. You know, they do like IRL streams in Japan or whatever. This guy going from place to place. His thing, right, is going to like book offs and all those other things. So there's book off, there's what, hard off, which doesn't translate well for the States. What was the other off? There's a hobby off, right? So he goes to all these places and he looks for games and stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see what's going on there. Now, you know, you look around on the streets and stuff. Everything's really clean, right? It's really clean. This guy, every store he went into was meticulously clean. Like, the floors were so shiny. I was like, and he went to like a convenience store. I'm like, why is this store so clean? What is happening over there? And why doesn't that apply here? What the hell? I'm like, that's one of those places I wouldn't feel weird about. Just like, you know, I'm going to sit on the ground and just look at stuff. Like, it's insane how clean it was. And, you know, I've seen a lot of IRL streams, but, you know, this guy particularly lingered in particular stores and stuff. So I, you know, really got to take notice of things. You know, usually their streets are clean, which is impressive in and of itself. But I was like, holy crap, the interior of these stores. I'm just like, what? It's Japan for you. Next to Singapore. That's what I'm saying. It's just like weird because then when you look at stuff like that, you look around at like your own town and you're like, this place is filthy. Like, what is it? What's the disconnect there? I know. Is it like a pride thing or is it just like everyone's like, yeah, whatever? I don't know. It's very bizarre. Or maybe it's a cultural thing because they literally have like kids, you know, cleaning schools as part of their student duties. So maybe it's just like they were raised with all that, you know? I kind of like the dirty. I'm all for a grit, you know, like a city grit. But, you know.
Not only that Japan's second-hand goods look almost brand new and well taken care of.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I was like, I'm looking at this stuff and this guy's picking up and he's like they had loose booklets for video games that looked like they just came off the manufacturing pressing line. They were so crisp and clean. There weren't any bendings or anything like that. I'm like, what the hell? I can't find people that just like a secondhand stuff might as well be new U.S. Oh, man. And I'm assuming they cleaned these things up before they put them on the shelves because everything was spotless. It was insane. Man, if I had a bunch of money, I'd just go there and buy up a bunch of crap. But then I'm probably paying 4 times as much to ship it back here. I'd have to just live there. You go to live views in Japan on YouTube. They're constantly cleaning everything. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it must be a lot of work, though. But it gives you something to do. Dude, it's insane. You know? And that's the cool thing about going to like a secondhand shop there. Everything is just really well taken care of. All the donations or purchases that they get. It's like the stuff is immaculate. I look here and it's like a disc only and it's like all scratched up and they're like $10. I'm like, yeah, what do you know? I feel like I would fit. All right, I may not fit in there, but I feel like I would definitely appreciate that thing, you know, that environment. Yeah, because everything's like super clean. People are polite and everything. And I'm like, damn, you know, I feel like jaded growing up in New York because I'm just like, man, everything's dirty, gross, and that guy over there sucks. I'm just like, I mean, what the hell? Yeah. Also, the driving. Oddly enough, I like watching the drivers there. They literally kept the appropriate amount of distance between cars like you're supposed to do. Dawn pointed it out. She's like, look, they're actually keeping distance. They're keeping 2 car lengths at the appropriate speed between cars. I'm just like, what? And I'm just like, nah, that's probably a fluke. And I'm seeing all this traffic go by because they're going about like 20 miles an hour. Every 10 miles, you're supposed to have a car length distance. And it's like distance, distance, distance. I'm like, holy crap, they are. I would love to just be a pedestrian there because, dude, over here, I put my toe out in the street and somebody's like, get out of the way, idiot. You know, I'm like, what the hell, dude? No, it's disappointing. Everything clean, a very Japanese culture thing. But why is it just a Japanese culture thing? Blanca 1. Hey, there you go.
That's because if you hit someone with a car, it's a nightmare. Worst if you hit someone.
Huh. Yeah, I feel like they'd have to clean it, too. They'd be like, I've been cleaning everything all day. The last thing I need to be is removing blood from my bumper. Yeah, and I feel like they definitely pay attention. If there's somebody, you know, biking, they move over. In the States, not so much. Every time I've been biking on a side of the road, people either aren't paying attention to me being there or yell at me for merely trying to exist. And I'm just like, holy crap. The Japanese bullet trains would blow your New Yorker mind. I saw a video when we were looking up stuff. This guy's like, okay, this is how smooth a bullet train is. They put a coin on its side and it did not move. And he was recording it for like 20 seconds. And it was just like, it was just there. There were no vibrations or nothing. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Dude, I get in a train. It's like a bone rattler. It's you know? The drunk people like, hey, anybody want to buy batteries? Yeah, give me money. You know? I'm like, what the hell, man? I feel like, you know, I just don't think this, you know, we would get to that point, you know, because we have very abrasive personalities here in the States. But it would be nice if people were that polite. I'll just take the driving. If we could get drivers here to be as polite and courteous as they are in Japan, that's a win for me. I don't even care about the cleanliness. You can puke all over the place. Just don't run me over. How fast does the bullet train go? I have no idea. Faster than a bullet? I don't know. Did you kind of want a little more of that in my life? Yeah. See the listing Yahoo Auctions Japan for something in fair shape will be damn near gem mint. I know. It's crazy. Like, I don't get it. We tell you what? Well, we'll tell you what they think is wrong with it. What? Oh, hold on. They also, for some reason, sell broken electronics for very cheap, but we'll tell you what's wrong. Oh, at least they tell you. Dude, you know how many times I go into the thrift store and get electronics and they're like, yeah, it might be broken and you got about 24 hours to bring it back or no refunds. I'm like, wait, excuse me? Can I just try it on a floor? No. So you expect me to buy this, go all the way home, find out for myself whether you sold me broken merch, and then come all the way back here so I can get $6 back. Yeah. It's absolutely insane. Nashville drivers will go out of their way to run bike riders over. Why? Like, you know, I would actually be a lot healthier if I felt safe in a place to go biking. And it's just, no. Like, locally, there's been people notoriously getting hit by cars. And I'm just like, well, I guess that's off the table. Approximately 150 to 200 miles an hour. Wow. Japan has a way for you to buy things online with cash. What? How? Isn't that just called a credit card? Looking at a wiki, bullet trains can go up to 200 miles an hour. Nice. Japan has a pinball arcade in Osaka called Silver Ball Planet that hosts a wide variety of classic games. Nice. Oh, yeah, this guy was talking about an interactive card game, like, you know, the Toys to Life thing, like Skylanders and Disney Infinity, Lego Dimension, stuff like that. They have a card game there that basically the card has an RFID thing and you can, you know, play it in the arcade. And I'm just like, wait, what? So you basically have your cards and I'm like, dude, that is awesome. They don't do that here, though. I'm like, God. No, that gives some value to your card game, too. Yeah. IRL Yu-Gi-Oh! I think they have, I'm not sure what it's called. They didn't go into details, so I would assume they probably have a bunch of characters. Extra point if you hit a biker. What? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, let me get more water. Burp. All right, the next one better not be any more. Okay, good. Trying to get water. Did you know, chat, did you know coffee tastes a little bit better if you have a sip of water before it? I'm not even joking. Well, at least iced coffee. Dude, I very rarely drink warm coffee. What the hell am I going to do with warm coffee? Stupid. Yes, even in the negative 12 degrees, I was drinking iced coffee. No actual physical, yeah, really? You can get a QR code. Go to a convenience store, deposit the yen. Deposit the yen, or it's sent to the seller. Really? Huh. That's interesting. I gotta look into that. Not that I'm like, hey, let me just send all sorts of money over to Japan. Palate cleansing. Yeah, there you go. Quit trying to trick me into drinking more water, Mom. What? Don't worry. The coffee will dehydrate you. It's fine. Sugar in the raw is great with coffee. I've had it, but not iced coffee. Because it's sugar in the raw. It's, you know how difficult it is to dissolve? It's crazy. It's crazy. Water to cleanse the palate than the actual drink or food. Yeah. I know, my palate is like coffee like 90% of the time. It's ridiculous. Posture check. Ah! Well, lumbar 4. I got to look that up. Where is it? Yeah, apparently we got a really crazy pinched nerve going on. So yeah, I should check my posture. It's one of those ones that radiates, so like there's no medicine to make it tolerable. And I'm like, oh, this is good. This is what I need. Oh, let me check my card while I'm writhing in pain. Hold on. I still got nothing. Are you kidding me? Dude, I'm on... Come on. Whatever. Let's see. Yeah, so I was thoroughly impressed with that. Like the whole interior store stuff. I've seen a couple of people do IRL stuff, but they're like, they go through stuff so quickly. So you don't really get to look around. This guy was like sitting there and he's like going through bins and stuff looking for games. And I'm like, all right, cool. If you're interested, there, what was their channel name? I think it was 4 a.m. Laundry, the number 4 a.m. Laundry. They do that. They know like 5 languages, which is really impressive too. Nice. Holy bleep. Let's see. I didn't know you streamed and been watching your stuff since I was a kid. You should have been watching when I was a kid, when you were a kid. No, Babylon High. Thanks for putting up with our stuff. We're usually on Wednesdays and Sundays. Meanwhile, Dawn is on every other day, except Thursday. Dawn of Time BC. Yeah, hi, and thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. We just posted a new cartoon. Let's see. Sleep on your back. Is it shoulder nerve? It's every nerve. Dude, when you've been hunched over a computer for 25 years, something is going to start just saying, "Hey, you know what? It's time to just feel pain every day." Yeah, but we're asleep on the floor type people. We'll just sit there and just hear all the spine and lumbar crack back into place. I literally can feel it just slipping back to where it's supposed to be. It's like, all right, that's better. I get up, I'm like 3 inches taller just because like everything's aligned properly. I'm like, there we go. Yeah. Did you ever get an adjustable desk? It's kind of adjustable. You know, it's more of a manual thing. We had this for years and I have it set up perfectly the way I like. So, you know, I'm that creature. Oh God, good job. Thanks. Creature of habit. So I generally don't like moving things. I know the feeling. What, you gotta have a slip disc in my lower back and I have it because of an MRI, but it doesn't bother me unless I'm on my feet too long. Yeah, it's we stand constantly, so it's yeah, it's fine. The cozy chaos. Hi, what's up? Can I get more coffee? I'm feeling the coffee. Sitting here chilling with you guys and waiting for urgent care to open. Urgent care. Cough, headache, runny nose, and other gross stuff. All right, well, good vibes. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. They'll probably give you a medicine, maybe an antibiotic. Maybe it'll be like, it's nothing. Go home and drink some tea. You know? Ginger ale and crackers. Old world medicine, dude. That's the thing. Everyone's like, hope you feel better. There you go. Thank you for the good vibes. That's good. Thank you. Bingo. Yeah, bingo. Don's here. Oh, I got to call that. Oh, man. Now you're making me press buttons. That's work. Don showed up and left. They gone. That didn't even help me. God. Never getting bingo. What's up? Ginger ale crackers and Bob on Price is Right. That cures everything. That was a thing. Yeah, when you were sick back in the day, a lot of people just would sit home and watch whatever game shows were on. They'd be like, all right, next up, you're the next contestant on The Price is Right. You're like, who's on The Price is Right? That show was on forever. And even when it wasn't on, they just kept playing reruns forever. It was crazy. Ad starts. Who used all my snoozes? I don't have any snoozes? All right, well. I was wondering no, but it's been on for an hour. I guess that happens. All right, well, ads are going to happen. I'm not going anywhere because I'm a stubborn individual. And the apothecary says, hi! And they're gone. They ate all their chocolate, too. We bought 2 boxes of chocolate, and then Dawn ate the chocolate before Valentine's Day, and then I had a box of chocolate, and she's slowly working on that. I'm like, I guess I'll have yogurt. Then after The Price is Right, it was Jerry Springer time. Yeah, like every once in a while, I think I saw a couple of episodes of Jerry Springer's, but even back then as a kid, I'm just like, I don't want to know that people like this exist. You know, where it's like, you know, my cousin is the father of my baby who is also dating my best friend's father-in-law who happens to be my dad. And I'm like, okay, I can't watch this. It got bizarre after a while. And then you're just like, don't worry, they don't exist. They're actors. Yeah, I've heard most of it's just made up stuff, but you know, it's probably based on somebody. Based on actual events. Ugh. All right, ads are happening. Grab your coffee. I said coffee. There you go. Palate cleanser. Do-do-do. We got a lot of witchy ones happening. It's crazy. Boop, 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 boop. Ow! Lone Wolf.
Almost a note.
107 moots. Thank you for the continued support. 107 moots. Boom. Gonna go lay down. There you go. Lay down. Turn on The Price is Right. And I don't know. Hope Bob Barker. Oh, he's dead, right? Never mind. What? Every once in a while, like if I'm real sick, there's something so nostalgic about putting on some weird show that you knew when you were a kid. Because usually that's what would happen, where it'd be like you're sick, so you're just home, but you can't go to school, so you're just like, I'll go watch whatever cartoons, I don't care. You know, you just sit there in bed and you just be kind of like watching sideways and just be like, whatever. Wonder what Beetlejuice is going to do this Saturday. It always sucked when you got sick on a weekend and not an actual school day. That happened to us so many times where we could feel it coming on around Thursday. Friday, it was just like, yeah, you're not that sick. Go to school. And then Saturday, it's like, bah, bah. You're like, yeah, whatever. Just rest. We're like, but my day off. So I don't know if you don't feel well and there's a show that I feel like it's got a bit of a healing property. You know, it puts you back in a nice, comfy little spot where you felt like, you know, nice and all that other stuff. And you're just like, yeah, you know. We're sick on holidays. It hates you. Oh, dude, we were notorious for getting sick on holidays. Dude, Thanksgiving, you know how many Thanksgivings we missed because we couldn't taste? Oh, my God. A couple of Christmases, birthdays. It was crazy. I think it was so much. They're like, why do you always get sick on the holidays? Is this like psychosomatic? I'm like, no, I want to taste the stuffing. Yeah. Starting to rather be sick on the days off so I don't miss out on money. Yeah, but you know, back in the day with school, you never wanted to be sick on the weekend. I can't resubscribe until the 26th. My Prime Slot refreshes. Yeah, that's all right. It'll happen. Give it time. That reminds me, I got to resub soon. Yeah. Now my Prime sub is almost up. Boop. Boop. Community's back. Hey, there you go. Yeah, we got a fun-filled week ahead of us of dental appointments. Yay. So that's going to be fun. I don't like going to the dentist. They just poke at you and they say, here's the needle. And then you can't feel your face. And then they're like, we're taking your tooth. Yeah. I have sick leave. I just don't want to fall behind. Yeah, there is kind of that thing. Right now, it's weird. When you're sick as a kid, you almost look forward to it because you're like, at least I don't have to go to school. Now you're like, there's no way I can't get sick. This is not the time, man. I got too much stuff to do. You know, that kind of thing. It's weird. Sick days used to be enjoyable, you know? That's the fun thing about being a kid. It's just like, yeah, I'm sick, so I don't gotta go to school. You know, and you just do whatever. You play games, you know. As an adult, it's just more work gets piled up and you're miserable too at the same time. Kids have it easy. I finally scheduled my dentist appointment too. I don't wanna. Yeah, pretty much. The family finally went for the winter holidays, the movie Grumpy Old Man 1 and 2. I haven't seen those, but I wanted to. I feel like I need to be older so I can relate. I'll get there. I've lucked out and always gotten good dentists. They're really generous with the numbing stuff. Hey, there you go. No, we got a good dentist. Unfortunately, they take very little insurance. They take like government insurance and that's it. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm paying out of pocket for this. Yeah. But, you know, you get a good dentist, it's kind of like, you're basically married at that point. It's like finding a good mate, you know? You're just like, yeah, I can't let this one go. Now, I've had a couple of good dentists, but this one is like kind of top tier. They go above and beyond, and they're super chill. If an emergency happens, they're like, you know what? Come in, I'll see you. They did that on like a Sunday for somebody in your family. They were like, well, all right, you know what? Come in. They literally opened up their office just for them. And I was like, are you kidding me? Nobody ever does that. Most people will be like, yeah, well, we got an open slot maybe on 15th or something like that. You think it'd be all right? Yeah. I was like, wow. That's why I was like, here, just take the money. I don't care because I know they'll be there when I need them. The x-rays are the worst part. Go.
I had a coworker came to sick. When we yell at him, he laughed because the year-end you cash he was such an a-hole. But it's better to take them.
What, for sick days? What, he came in sick? Then yelled at him and left. I guess. I don't know. X-rays thank you. No, that was jumbled. I don't know half of it. What have we agreed? Well, hold on. X-rays are the worst part for me. Oh, they poke your gums during the examination. Yeah. There was that. They scrape the gums. Does this hurt? Yes, everything hurts. That's interesting. Well, if you were poking at me with a metal prod, it would hurt you too. All right. Grade mean married to the dentist. I'm the same way with my primary care doc. I moved an hour away when I bought my house and still drive the hour to see her. Right? Especially when they know all your idiosyncrasies. You know, it's like the guy's got this whole folder that he brings out when you go in and he's like, all right, what's the problem? And he's going through it. He's like, all right, yeah, you got this. All right, okay, that, whatever. Okay, you're not dying or anything, but, you know, whatever. Just get just checked out because you don't want to die, right? Yeah, okay, right. Whatever. I'm just like, oh, God. One day I'll change. Maybe I'll just get fed up with
Hey
me.
PG and chat. How's the day going?
Red Misery, hi, how's it going? Waiting for the discount chocolate to flow towards all the masses that need chocolate, which I feel like is everybody. Everybody needs chocolate. Everybody. Hey, hi, what's up? Do. Some places, if you don't use a sick time, you get paid, what? You get paid out, really? At the end of the fiscal year? What? Dude, that's cool. I would love that. Oh, I didn't use my sick time. Just give me money. That's cool. No, it was like, usually at the end of the year, they're like, oh, you didn't use your sick days. Well, they're gone. And I'm like, wait, isn't that ridiculous? Yeah, I didn't get any money for that. Annual half-price chocolate day. If I have to get a script after urgent care, I'll totally, yeah, scores come. Dude, definitely. Yeah, just don't eat it until you can taste. Got a chocolate pudding cup. Pudding cup, let's go. All right, E. Dude, pudding cups are good. They're a wholesome snack. Adam, what's up? How's it going? Sick time, what piles up for years. I think it affects retirement if you get that far. I had a lot to use when I got wrecked. My vacation days partly roll over to next year. Otherwise, they are gone. That's the other thing, vacation days. And every once in a while, yeah, you got to take your vacation days. And you're like, yeah, but where am I going to go? I don't care, but you got to take a week off. Wait, huh? It's not in my programming to take a week off. Yeah. No, you and Dawn were literally talking about this morning. She's like, you should take a break. I'm like, yeah, tell that to my brain. God. Yeah, you should set up a vacation thing where for a couple of days, I wanted to say week, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. Yeah, you take a couple of hours off and just, I don't know how you people do it. I don't know how people take vacations. I'm miserable having to deal with people in the real world. So I don't know. It's more torture for me than anything else. All right. It was your birthday yesterday. Yesterday. How does that help me today? Happy birthday. What's up? Hey, chat, where are you? Chat, is this thing on? Chat. There you are. Why are you up there? What happened? Yo, I just changed scenes and it's all good. Chat, come back down. What the hell? Oh, good. Happy birthday! For me, anything over 8 hours gets paid out, and the rest carries over to vacation time. Wow. Yeah, my husband used to use his vacation days. If he doesn't use them all, luckily he puts his days in and stays home and plays games. There you go. I should do that one day. If I took a vacation, I'd probably just stream and just hang out with you guys and play games. Like it'd be ridiculous. You know? Because I'd still be like, all right, let's see, how can I improve the stream? I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I'm going to turn it off one day. Tech issues. That's not a tech issue. That's YouTube's fault. Not YouTube. Twitch. You want to call it? I'll call it. I'll call it. Everyone's waiting for me to have tech issues. Technical issue. Do you have a technical issue? Your chat seems to be broken. No. Got that. Yeah, I'm just seeing what else we can do. All right. Fairland won. Nice. Okay. Redeem stretch. Did we call stretch? I think we did, right? Wow, yeah, we're kind of... holy crap, yeah. Well, no, we did call a lot of stuff. It doesn't help my card. God. Can't deal with it, chat. It was a fast stretch. Chat glitch like my brain does on a daily basis. No, brain glitches. Thought they had to legally pay out vacation days when you leave. My state does. I think that depends on the state, you know. I know, dude, working in New York, it was like either the laws were really good for employees or they were just like, yeah, go to hell. It was so hit or miss. You know? I don't know. And I don't know what they are now, so it's... As long as you don't hear something pop in a painful way. Oh, that's all I hear. Snap, crackle, pop. Yeah, when your body sounds like a bowl of cereal, then it's you know something's wrong. Boop, boom. And all right. I want to look at things because we got days. We got days, chat. We got days. We got days. Days of days. After 40, we turn into Rice Krispies. Exactly, it's true. What? I haven't had Rice Krispie treats in a while. Maybe I should make some. Every time I get like the store-bought ones, like in the little boxes or whatever, they're utterly terrible. You know, because it's like they all sit there. You got to have them when they're warm, toasty, right out of the oven. Let's freaking go. Card battle. Now. What? All right, card battle. Pick something. You got to roll equal to or greater than 12. These is considered special. Roll the 5. 5. All right, do we call that spicy? I feel like we got that's like spicy level 1. I feel like we got spicy level 5s in there. So I don't know. That's like that's barely spicy. Like somebody put a drop of Tabasco in there. I've been on the internet for a while, so my things are skewed. Boop. What days we got? Hey, it's Primavera Day. No, Primavera Day. What is Parmesan Day? Whatever. So it's a Buddhist thing. I can't say that. I already called dyslexia. National Flag of Canada Day. Hey, Canada. Flag Day. All right. Break them out. Total Defense Day. Is that a Warhammer thing? What's it? Sisterhood Day of the Republic of Serbia. No, it was a statehood. Why do they say sisterhood? Oh, I was thinking about the goth band. Sorry, my brain is in darkness right now. No, the lead singer of Sisters of Mercy had a side project called Sisterhood, and he just basically did it because he wanted to, like, trademark the name. It was ridiculous. Something like that. Day of Shakalia. Isn't that the Star Wars character? All right. Singles Awareness Day, not shingles. I think most people who are single are aware of it. We don't have to rub it in, right? Come on, guys. National Gumdrop Day. Are we still on the 15th? Yes, we are. All right. Carnival. It's Carnival. There you go. Susan B. Anthony's birthday. Hey, Susan B. Anthony. Nice. Carnival Sunday. All right. Look, it's Maha Shivaratri. It's something in India. You know, out of all the languages I feel like would be the most difficult for me to learn, it would probably be India. Indianese? Indianese. There you go. Brotherhood Sisterhood Week. Oh my God, I foretold the future. See? That wasn't even in it. Was that in there? No, it wasn't. All right. No, it is. All right. Well, it's still a day. I was kind of right. Weird. It will press the Appreciation Day. I don't know if that's ever going to be a thing. Well, at least not on YouTube. YouTube. Let's see. World Whale Day. Got to calling people about their weight. Twice World Hippo Day. Jeez. And on Singles Day. Good job. Annoy Squidward Day. This is a day? Annoy Squidward Day? Hold up. Damn it, SpongeBob. Really? For people who might not have watched even a few episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants, an American animated comedy TV series, Squidward is a character on the show who is the unsatisfied coworker of SpongeBob. Unsatisfied? Couldn't you just say cantankerous? and is constantly annoyed by SpongeBob's cheery optimism. Aren't we all? We are all Squidward. All of us. You mean Hindu? Yeah, probably. Indianese. Hey, if a word escapes me and I can't think of it, I'll just make up a new one. It's what I do. Of course, of course, we reason that if people aren't fans of the show, then they're probably not going to observe Annoy Squidward Day, a holiday that falls on the 15th of February. Why? Every year, huh? When did this start? Everyone else? Nice. Thank you. It was good timing. Everyone else who isn't a fan of TV show might not want to watch a few episodes before they try to celebrate this day. History of. Oh, God. Some important facts. About 1 in 4 SpongeBob SquarePants viewers are adults with children. Okay. 1 in 4. So that means basically it's made for adults. So then why does the show suck now? The show contains 262 episodes over 12 seasons. We've done more episodes as a squirrel. I'm just saying. 14th of July is celebrated as SpongeBob's birthday. Don't care. Show's creator Steven Hillenburg had experience working as a fry cook after graduating from college, as is everybody. Bikini Bottom takes its inspiration from Bikini Atoll, a real-life coral reef location in the Pacific. Oh, wow, great. The Krabby Patty is vegetarian and doesn't use any type of meat, seafood, or otherwise. Well, it must be a really terrible burger. Nickelodeon originally wanted to make SpongeBob a school kid instead of a working adult. Of course they did. Patrick Star was originally supposed to be an angry bar owner. Oh my God, that would have been awesome. Ladle. Yeah, dude, come on. That would have been good. Go back to this. Go back to the original idea, the angry bar owner. Oh, man. So a lot of recent voice characters in the show. Yeah, okay, we'll go through that. Observing annoying... Okay, thanks. Get to the point. There are a number of different ways to observe Annoy Squidward Day. One is by hosting a watch party. I don't got that kind of time, okay? I didn't even know this was a thing until just 5 minutes ago. Leave Squidward alone. I'm on their side. They did nothing wrong. A hash-slinging slasher. Boop. We don't need this. Boop. Oh, there we go. Book off. See, we were talking about this earlier. Look at how everything is so meticulously nice and fun in there. Look at that. Look at all these books, how organized they are. I haven't even been to, this is like a secondhand store. This is a secondhand store. Look how organized it is. Secondhand, dude. I don't even go to like a Barnes and Noble, have it be this organized. What the hell, man? This is all like, we don't really need this. Here, look at that. I want to go to one of these places again. There used to be one in New York, but then it's just like, we left and it's gone. There is one in actual Manhattan, but I don't think you're getting the quality that you would get in actual Japan. What is that on the floor, guys? Guys, there's a one piece of paper on the floor. I was just saying how clean you guys were. Look at that dot right down there. Oh my God. The dishonor. Yeah, but that would just be fun to just browse through crap, I miss browsing through crap. Dude, we got no physical media stores anywhere, and Japan is just littered with them. Yeah. Boop. And also, boom, mural characters from creator Osamu Tezuka. Outside, I'm not going to be able to say that, station. Okay, here's the other thing when we're talking about clean, right? Look at this. Look at a street. Look at a street. Look at that. Okay, this could use another paint job right here, but look at that. Look at that. Here's what I found amazing about this. This right here, not covered in other graffiti. It's not covered in other graffiti. Look at how clean that cone is. It's a cone. You expect those to get filthy. No, look at that. It's clean. It's crazy. But wait. Aside from having clean streets and clean sidewalks and meticulous safety cones, and not graffiti over somebody's mural, which is literally happens 5 minutes after the paint dries in the States, you keep going up. Look at these, dude, even under the bridge, who goes up there and cleans this? I feel like there's a power wash bro who's like, yeah, I'll clean this. Dude, the OCD is strong over there. Holy crap, look at how clean you know how filthy these things are in the States? These things not only look like they would be falling. Oh my God, dude. Never mind. Japan makes an effort to be clean. Yeah, but even by my standards, I'm like, this is, even Felix Unger would be impressed by this. He was a very fastidious character in The Odd Couple, for those who don't know. This is, oh, what? Look at you, dude, see dirt on the girders, man. There's little iron girders everywhere. And they're like, no, just put it. That's insane. See, this is what I mean. And when the whole area and environment is that clean and crisp, you're like, yeah, this is fun. This is good. You know, everybody appreciates it. And then when somebody does something stupid, everyone just gets on them about it because, look, we're doing all this work to keep everything. Look, somebody went up there on a ladder and power washed this crap. You know, somebody drops a stick of bubble gum somewhere. Everyone freaks out. And rightfully so. But it's crazy. That's super clean. Yeah. So, and I'm sure it's got its drawbacks and stuff like that, but I do get thoroughly impressed when I see this level of cleanliness on a city street. Because, you know, in my mind, you know, growing up in New York, you walk underneath an overpass and there's a bridge/tunnel, graffiti on all the walls, dirty garbage everywhere because every car ends up throwing garbage out of their window in the overpass. And the top part here is just rust grossness. Also a lot of pigeon crap. A lot of pigeon crap. But there you go. See, there are places in the world that are clean, but they probably just don't want us there. I can't imagine trying to like actually go to Japan now. There's a bit of an upheaval going on with non-Japanese people that want to live there. But yeah, boop. All right, this thing, I got a problem here. Look at that. Western Digital runs out of HDD capacity. CEO says massive AI deals secured. Price surges ahead. Okay, basically, even old school hard drives are going to be more expensive now. Only 5% of it is going to consumers now. Look at that. Western Digital consumer share drops of just 5%. Everything's going to AI, bro. Ridiculous. I'm unhappy about this because I still need backup stuff. I like redundance. I like redundant backups. Now I'm gonna be like, oh god, this is gonna cost me. Ah, good. All right. Well, no, that's a thing. So if you need a hard drive, do it now. Look at this. All right. Here's the thing. Everyone's like, hey, look at this guy. What's going on over here? All right. You know how you stream your movies and stuff like that? And you're like, all right, this is fine streaming. I'm okay with that, right? Somebody did this, and I'm glad they did. I don't like streaming. I could tell the quality is bad, and here's why. This is your digital streaming. This is your Blu-ray. Look at how much more detail you're getting in a Blu-ray. Look at that. Dude, that is crazy to me. The colors are better. Dude, the detail's better. It's sharper. It's crisper. Look at this. I feel like I'm watching a DVD by comparison. Look at that. That's crazy. The contrast. Boom. Why would they make it, streaming so sucky? Look at that. Why am I doing this? Why am I watching this? Oh, I'll watch this. That's crazy. Blu-ray 4K far better than streaming. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. This is why I still buy physical crap because it's like the streaming is just atrocious. And okay, granted, it's better than like, probably a DVD, but I know DVD with upscaling might be the same thing. But that is kind of crazy. Even the colors and the tones. But all right. No, that's a thing, and I feel like we're being overcharged for what we're getting in streaming services now. So if you really, really, really like a movie, buy it. Boop. Teachers. No, Steve ranted about them. What happened here? OpenAI retired its most seductive chatbot. Really? They had a seductive chatbot? Leaving users angry and grieving. I can't live like this. Really? I can't live like this, bro. You took my chat girl away. Yeah, I don't know if that's really a thing. Let's see. This is so dystopian. Unbelievable. So what? There was a chatbot that was a little spicy and people got a little attached to it. Was that the thing? It took your AI waifu away. No. There'll be another one. Like, I thought ChatGPT was the seductive chatbot, I guess. Blu-ray is quadruple the bitrate of streaming. Yeah, because when you stream something, it ends up being 6 gigs. And a Blu-ray, a good Blu-ray that's actually been pressed properly is going to be around a little under 50 gigs. There's a big difference. You can't stream that in under 6 gigs and be like, yeah, it's the same quality. No, it's not. That's how I feel about my Blu-ray Logan's Run. Go.
Apparently there was this girl who had a chat AI boyfriend, and once this server was taken down, her boyfriend was gone.
Bum, bum, bum. You didn't back up your boyfriend? Come on, dude. You always got to have an offline backup of your boyfriend. What the hell? Learn code, make your own, right? Yeah, I don't know if people are going to be... Dude, I mean, literally, you can get an LM Studio. All right, for everybody who's heartbroken because their robot's dead. LM Studio, you can basically download whatever data sets you want, and you can create your own weird little thing. You can give it its own parameters. So if you want somebody spicy, you can literally put in a prompt to give it rules to follow so it can be spicy towards you. It's offline. You don't have to rely on a service, and there's no subscription. Stop subscribing to boyfriends. Okay? It's not good for you. I got to put that out there right now. Let's see. What? Get out of here. OpenAI retired its most seductive chatbot, leaving users angry. If I can't live like this. Okay, this is what we're looking at. Okay, get out of here. Oh, isn't this obnoxious? Look at this. iFixit calls BMW's new anti-consumer security screws a logo-shaped middle finger to right to repair. Adafruit 3D prints a solution. BMW's connector reverse engineered using patents filings as a design blueprint. Okay, so BMW, not that I'd ever be able to afford one anyway, so I don't really care, but it's a little obnoxious that every company has decided to make their own little screws and their own little proprietary BS to keep people from being able to work on the actual machine that they bought and want to repair themselves. All right? Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. Don't buy a BMW? I don't know. Wasn't this the ones that wanted people to subscribe to heated seats? I feel like it was BMW, or was it like Lexus or Audi or something like that? Standardized parts make for easy maintenance and repair. I know, we should have standardized parts. We shouldn't be getting screwed like this. Bad pun, I'll call it. That was pretty bad. Where is it? Where is it? What number? What number is it? PG pun. Boop. Boop. Got it. All right. There you go. And it didn't help me. God, this card. Yeah. I also miss Josie. We'll probably start up a podcast at some point. It's just we talk so much during a week during streams that it's like I feel like to just repeat it again and Squirrel and Robots podcast is not a good use of time, because it's just like I feel like I'm repeating myself. Like, oh yeah, there's 2 streams that you did that were 5 hours long each. Yeah, just condense that into like a 20-minute podcast. Then I'm like, well, why am I doing this? I already talked about this. Yeah, so this is garbage right here. Don't like it. Boom. Given the toxicity of... This is a good question. Chat. Given the toxicity of social media, a moral question now faces all of us. Is it still ethical to use it? With so many platforms rife with racism, misogyny, and far everything. I'm not going to even just say it's one side. Far everybody rhetoric, there must be a point where decent people walk away. All right? At what point, chat? At what point does internet toxicity levels reach a point where you have to detox? Personally, all right, here's my thing. My whole thing about this. is I tend to have at least what I think is a healthy approach to social media. I post stuff. I interact rarely. And I keep up with the news on various sources, but I don't interact with the comments. And I feel like most people generally do that. If I see biased stuff on both parts and all this other stuff, I ignore it because that's not in my personality. I don't want to be yelling at a particular group of people. I don't want to treat other people like they're lesser, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So all that stuff is ignored. However, there does seem to be a very large portion of internet society, not IRL society, but internet society that just loves to be obnoxious and toxic, assuming they are even people and not just bots. So it's like, what do you do with that? Because nobody's going to walk away from internet. That's not going to happen. Everybody needs it. Yeah. How many of the comments are just bots anyway? Exactly, right? It's like all the bots. Oh, it's a you know. And then people are arguing with bots all day. Started learning that bot accounts were being used to mindlessly argue with people online and sow discord. That was when we should have started pulling on social media reins. Well, social media should have the bots under control, honestly. You know, and I know that they're trying to work on it, but there's always a way around it. So at a certain point, you're just like, do you even trust any of this stuff anymore? You know? And then it's like, what do you do? Go to, I don't know, quote unquote, legacy media? Because I don't know if I've seen numerous news broadcasts that are verbatim, you know, where it's like they all have the same script and they're all like yammering the same lines. And I'm like, well, this doesn't look good. One script to rule them all. It's like weird. It's like, so who do you trust? Regular media, internet media? Like it's all smoke and mirrors at this point. They're not giving everyone the the power to communicate with others is both a blessing and a curse. I think it's more of a curse than anything else. Now, here's the thing about like communication. It's essential, but some people you don't want to talk to. You know? And dude, the ideology clashes are the big problem. Because IRL, when people had to get together and discuss stuff, the face-to-face kept people in check for the most part. They weren't so adamant about, you know, belittling, being obnoxious, and all this other stuff. Like you get the majority of people that are super obnoxious on the internet, and you do a face-to-face, they're going to shut down real quick because there's a risk there, you know. I know it's like, you know, the person behind a keyboard kind of mentality, but I don't know. It is a good question to ask yourself. At what point is the internet just too toxic to even be a part of? Well, it all started back in 2017 when, there we go, me IRL. I'm at a place in my life, I feel like I showed this before. I'm at a place in my life where errands are starting to count as going out. Yes. That's it, man. Interconnected as social media wouldn't be such a problem if we weren't conditioned to, oppose each other? I don't know why. Like, people are very, they're very antagonistic to each other. Like, when it comes to social media, people literally look to start a argument when it comes to, you know, current state of the world and all that other stuff. And I'm like, why? I know it's important, and I know there's all the stuff happening, and we all need to address certain issues, and that's what voting's for, you know? Keep it there. Be civil otherwise, you know? Boop. All right. Biggest scam ever. Apartment charges pet fees, but not children fees. My cat literally lays on a blanket all day while I can literally hear children beating on the walls. 1, is there actually a pet fee? 2, there's not a kids fee? No, every place that I've ever lived, nobody's like, well, there's a pet fee. Nobody said anything.
Some people want to see the world burn. As long as they are behind a screen and not in person.
Yep. That's the thing. You throw them in the fire, and then they're going to be like, wait, man, this isn't right. Hey, you want to see it burn? You know, break out the marshmallows, bro. Yeah, I would have to pay like what? Really? An extra 120 for a pet a month? A month. Dude, unless your pet is a Tasmanian devil, it's not going to do that kind of damage. They charge you for your cat. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Isn't there a way to fight that? I should charge the landlord for all the mice my cat killed. Yeah, you just put them all in an envelope and be like, yeah, $10 a mouse. Right? Or be like, hey, you know that pet fee? Yeah, your pets have been getting into my apartment. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna come on, dude. That's ridiculous. And kids definitely do more damage than a pet, unless you got some psycho pet that's like, you know what, I like eating drywall, you know, that kind of thing. But even drywall doesn't cost $120 a month to fix. You know, just let them gnaw at it. I'll patch it up later. That's utterly ridiculous. I noticed apartments that just don't want pets, but I didn't know there was a fee for one, which is ridiculous. All right, what's this going on here? What do I have here? I need to get my life together, but I'm kind of waiting to see if the world is going to end before I put any real effort into it. I feel like this is Gen Z in a nutshell, honestly. Like, and I'm not even poking fun at them. They're just like, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with the world, so do I even bother going to college? What am I going to do? Get a job? I don't know. I don't know if the business is going to be in business in another month. I rented an apartment in 2003. There was where it was infested with mice. I trapped over 100. I asked the landlord if I could get a cat. She said no pets. I said the place came with pets. She told me I wasn't funny. Well, all right. Neither is having to sidestep rat feces for the entirety of my existence in your apartment. At that point, you say, you know what? Here's the thing. I get a cat, or I'm going to call an exterminator and send you the bill every time I see a mouse. That's going to add up real quick. Let me get a cat. You know? That's unbelievable. I would sue to do to the mice, right? God, yeah. Boop. Oh, this one's sad but true. When I'm 25, I'm going to buy my own house, buy my own car, and live on my own. I literally still do this. I literally fill up like the shampoo bottle with shower water to get a little bit more out of it. We are all watering down our shampoo, bro. This is the world we're living in. My shampoo. Yeah. I'm going to buy my own house when I'm 25. Are you? Ugh. Sad, but it's funny because it's true. I don't know. It makes sense to me. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Most people wouldn't have to do this if we had, well, like some sort of employment. All right. What happened here? My daughter asked why she can't just quit school, and I told her it's against the law and they'll put me in jail. And my sweet, sweet child looked at me in the eye and said, I'll visit you. See, that's good. I'd give him a day off for that. I'd be like, you know what? That was funny. You're going to get a day. You know what? You're sick. You can't go to school. You can't go to school tomorrow. Let's get ice cream. I would reward humor. I really would, you know? That's pretty funny. I'll visit you. Not for nothing. I know Steve covered this. Dude, school is essentially a prison. It really is. It almost seems to function the same way, only you have to take work home with you. What is this? My daughter said, Daddy, we are not friends with Brooklyn because she said I dress weird. No questions asked. Now I got beef with a 4-year-old named Brooklyn and her father. I don't make the rules to this gang. Bleep. I just play my role. See, there's a good dad. I'm going to start a gang war with a 4-year-old. They named their kid Brooklyn? They got to have another kid and call him Queens. Come on. And this is our special kid, Long Island. Oh, God. Do-do-do-do-do-do. What's up, Jerry Mouse? Hi. How's it going? We just saw you. No, wait, where are they? Removed by moderator. I just looked at it. What are you talking? God, what is wrong with Reddit moderators? Like, I'm glad I pulled that up earlier today because now it's gone. Ugh. Unbelievable. All right. I golfed with a hilarious 78-year-old man, and he was dishing out life tips the whole time. The most don't give a bleep guy I've ever met. He tells me after the round, don't talk to me in the parking lot. My wife is picking me up, and she thinks I went deaf 5 years ago. What a legend. That's kind of crazy. Dude, when you're old, I guess you can get away with that. What? Huh? What? No, I can't hear you. They'll either start yelling at you or just give up. That's kind of funny. It's Reddit. Reddit sucks. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I've heard numerous things where, like, Reddit moderators are absolutely draconian and one-sided when it comes to what they want to see. You know, and I'm just like, well, it's Reddit. I would treat Reddit like, unless it's completely off topic, like, you know, you're putting baked goods in Japanese anime, you know, that isn't related to a recipe that was in a Japanese anime, then fine, you want to kind of move that out. You know, or at least kindly say, you know, if you're going to do bake stuff, at least have it, you know, whatever. Yeah. But it's astounding just how, like, stuff I've seen, it's like, no, this is gone. This is gone. This is gone. Everything's gone. Deleted by moderator. I was like, what was the problem? Like, I don't get it. My dad is deaf. He legit has hearing aids now. Oh, there you go. Boop. All right. Being a grandpa must be tough. Some baby mispronounces a word and suddenly your name is Peepo for the last 30 years of your life. This happens. This does happen. I've known people who have been, like, given a nickname by the kids. He's like, Baba, you know, and you're like, hey, it's Baba. You know, it's like, Baba's here. Oh, son of a, you know. Food Wars would melt their brains. Like, that is a thing that people do. They literally just have a name attached to them when they get older, and they're just like, oh, yeah. And they have to go along with it because the kid's a kid, and you don't want to, you know, don't call me Peepo anymore. But you're Peepo. No, stop calling me that. Kid starts breaking into tears, and there's a crazy divide in the family because you're the bad grandpa that didn't want to be called Peepo by the 4-year-old. What are you going to do? Trying to get my dad to get hearing aids. He keeps getting ticked because people don't tell him stuff when, what? It's true, so when it was right there. I just can't hear that octave. Well, at that point, you got to be like, all right, here's the thing. Hey, Dad, here, I'm going to give you some advice. Right? I'd be like, all right, Dad who don't need the hearing aid. Here's what we're going to do. You want to do something? You're going to prove me wrong, all right? If you can go to the doctor, you go to the hearing doctor, you take a test, and they check your hearing and everything, and if they say your hearing is fine and that you have no loss of hearing, we collectively will all shut up and not even bring up hearing aids ever again. Until then, we're going to keep bringing up hearing aids. And if they say what, then you say, you've just proved my point. Get in the car, Dad. I'm not going to the bar. Get in the car, Dad. I don't want to drink. At least that's what I would do. Huh? Oh, God. I called my grandpa, Papa, my mom's dad. And I called my other grandpa's ex-husband, Papa, too. You're the sequel. Oh, God. But that's the easy way to do it, because especially if they're very belligerent about it, be like, you know what? You know, use that male pride against them. Then be like, yeah, all right, fine. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, man. You're the tough guy with super hearing. All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's throw down at the hearing doctor, audiologist. I don't know if it's going to work. They may just be like, I ain't going to know. I know I can hear. All right. Well, then why is the volume at 78? Damn, Netflix doesn't know how to produce things. I can't hear. Everyone's mumbling. It's like, all right, you got me. What is this? My friend got dumped last night, and this morning we had a group FaceTime call where everyone shared how much we hated him. And it was about 2 hours of going through what garbage this man is. At one point, I said NASA is still looking for his hairline. Bow. Oh, and now they're back together. Ooh. Ooh, you're going to have to do some... Nah, that friendship is over. Oh. Tinnitus is heck of a debuff. Yeah, we're working on it. Oh, that's rough. Isn't there an old Seinfeld bit where it's like the first breakup never takes, you know? So you don't say anything bad about the significant other and you just wait it out. Like, because the first one never takes. Let me get some Wowda. And now for coffee. Coffee does taste better if you have a sip of water beforehand. It's amazing. It brings out those little notes of, this isn't Starbucks. Nice. This is my life right now. No, I'm not a Japanese girl. Me holding my opinion after realizing I can't fix this person's entire educational history in just one conversation. There are those people that you meet and you talk to them and it's just like, there's no way around this. I can't do anything. I'm just, yeah, okay, just keep yammering on. We've known, like, we don't know a lot of people IRL, but we've known a couple of them that I'm just like, I can't even talk to this person. I just politely let them yammer on and just be like, blah, 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 blah. You know, I should save this meme and send it to them later. I'll do that. Me thinking it's the final nail in the coffin. The coffin. I feel like this is the Ill Will Press office right now. That one over there is YouTube. That one's Newgrounds. That one's Hot Topic. Dude, it goes on forever. That's a casket. Well, it's a coffin. You know what they meant. Don't be so literal. Oh, look at this guy. Look at that. Me going for a stupid walk in a stupid cold for my stupid mental health. Yeah, this is pretty much my expression most of the time. I never thought I would look forward to warmer weather, but after like a week of negatives in temperature, I'm just like, yeah, I could deal with that. All right, what else we got? Boop. The dad. What happened? My wife sends me home improvement TikToks and says these projects would be so easy for me to do. So I started sending her the elaborate, quote unquote, simple cooking ones. And now we've reached an uncomfortable truth. That's actually clever. That's clever. Okay, because here's the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, there is always somebody in your household who's like, look, this is so easy. Look, I saw it on TikTok. Wow, let's do that. Especially if you're the guy of the house that's expected to pick up hammers and do things, you know? Oh, look, this is so easy to just, reshingle the roof. Just look at this TikTok. They did it in like 5 minutes. Well, excuse me? So then this is clever because then you're just like, hey, look at this cooking thing. It's so easy. Beef Wellington. Look, they did it in like 3 minutes. You could do this. Time for aggressive passiveness. If you could do this and then reach that uncomfortable truth that one is a terrible handy person and the other person's a terrible cook, then you just live your life and accept each other for what you are. You know, I'll call a landscaper, and you know what? You just pick up McDonald's on the way home. All right, I love you. That kind of thing. Yeah, I ain't getting on a roof, dude. I don't even like getting on a step stool. Are you kidding me? My dad used to do maintenance for our house, but he's in the 70s now, so being a handyman is a big old nope. Yeah. We know this guy is like close to 80. He was on the roof of somebody's house helping him out in a storm. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, you know, this guy's got this problem over here. I'm going to try to fix it before the rain comes. I'm like, are you kidding me? There are some people that are just, they have the drive to do that, and I am not that person. My wife is so much better looking than me that a cashier just put a plastic divider down in the middle of our groceries. Oh, shoes. Wow. That's rough. That's rough. Oh. Oh my God. Let me get coffee. Damn. That's funny, though. That's pretty funny. Can you imagine? That'd be crazy. Oh, this is getting crazy now. All right, look at this. 12-year-old from Dallas constructs his own nuclear fusion machine. Okay, I think we got to wrangle in the internet a little bit. 12-year-old from Dallas has constructed his own nuclear fusion machine. Alan McGillen hopes Guinness World Records will confirm him as the youngest ever to achieve it. It should, okay. Should a 12-year-old have a nuclear fusion machine? Yeah. This is one of those things. I'm hoping this is a fake article or something, but that's something that's going to raise a couple of red flags where you're like, that's when the government's got to step in and be like, yeah, nuclear fusion machine. Maybe not. Maybe don't do that. How did they get the materials? I suppose if he, improved on it or something. But dude, like, I don't even know if this is true. Somebody research it, but I'm not going to even look up nuclear fusion on the internet for a couple of weeks. I love this sign in India. Look at that. No smoking. Your life may be worthless, but our petrol is very costly. That's awesome. Every gas station should have this. Doc Ock is real. You imagine? Bro. It's like, we don't care what you do with your life, but come on, dude, gas. Bro. I like that. Boop. What do we got? Am I the beep? Nah, we're not going to look at that. Oh, I think we got some anime stuff. Oh, yo, Terminator Zero canceled at Netflix after 1 season, despite season 2 script completed, season 3 outlined, and 5 seasons planned. I feel like this is the writer of the show.
Let's freaking go.
Cozy Chaos. You got a roll equal to or greater than 3. 3. 18. All right, there you go. All right, pick a number, any number. If you can't pick one, we can always do random. Nice. Pull a little hot. Number 35, which is 35's already called. That was a stretch. We called that. Number 23. All right, what do we got? Number 23. Shiny card battle. Boom. Nice. Did that help me? Oh my God, it did not. How? How did that not help me? Dude, everybody's calling numbers. None of them work for me. This is rigged and clearly not in my favor. Holy crap. Hey, dude, everyone was waiting on that one. Nice. Yeah, so apparently Adam won. Holy crap. Everybody went in. Oh, there's anime rankings. They got anime rankings. All right, no, let's stick with this. Cozy Chaos. Now we're going to do supersize emote. Hold on. Calling it. Boom. Got it. Did that help me? No, it didn't. God. That's another one. Another one.
Internet is poopy sometimes.
It is.
But sometimes there are
Very
cats,
poopy.
and that makes it better. Internet is poopy sometimes. But then sometimes there's puppies,
Cats.
and that makes it better.
Where the
Throw a
cats?
puppy at it.
What about cats? Change that and put cats in it. Thank you. Oh, man. All right, so Terminator got terminated. Yeah, so that's that must really suck. You got 5 seasons planned, and it's like, all right, we're working on that. No, never mind. Nobody even gave it a chance. Oh God, what did Nintendo do? All the remaining Switch emulators have apparently been DMCA'd by Nintendo. No. Typical. Anytime I see Nintendo in the news, it's always something. Ad'll be starting soon, so just let it roll. If there's one thing that Nintendo absolutely detests, aside from the prospect of making the older Pokemon titles available to modern hardware, it's anyone that I can't read. Hello. Thank you. It's anyone that misuses their IPs, is involved with piracy and emulation. There's no shortage of stories of Nintendo going after such individuals, so it shouldn't be too surprising when it's reported that Nintendo is once again attempting to put emulator developers out of business. So yeah, if you know of an emulator, get it now. Switch piracy is still a massive thing. Imagine that. Imagine nobody be able to afford a console, you know? Or the $100 per game. Yeah, imagine. All right, we got sad news. You ready? Father of the Sega hardware, Hideki Sato, has passed away. Bro! Dude! No! No! Dude, they were the person that actually, got the hardware and said, you know what, we could do something better than PlayStation. Everyone's like, all right, you sure we can do this? And they're like, yeah, we got this. And then they did it, and it came out really good. But everyone's already locked into PlayStation now, and then nobody went after the second thing, but it's still an iconic thing. Yeah, everybody liked to say, good Dreamcast. It was cool. No. I don't know what else he was doing in the meantime, but, for those who aren't familiar with him, Sato is commonly called the father of Sega hardware. More on that in a second. Oh, good. Give us the history of the Sega thing. Notes above the recount invested today. Sega is viewed. Okay, whatever. Blah, blah. All of this to say Saga's contribution to life. Really. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's not an article. Guy's dead. Boop. All right, there's a boat. What happened? PlayStation has a clever idea for reducing torturous game file sizes by mixing native and cloud streaming. Oh, you guys are screwed. You guys are so screwed. All right. Here's the problem, chat. Now we got. This is bad. Okay, because remember we're talking about how getting a computer and the parts for a computer are so expensive now that everyone is basically going to get a crappy Chromebook that they're going to have to stream everything from. Well, guess what's happening to consoles now? So PlayStation has a clever idea for reducing torture. So basically they want to mix data storage on your device and cloud streaming. Like, at that point, you're getting into the GeForce Now thing by NVIDIA, and your console is just a streaming device that is going to access Sony servers. It's going to happen. So you're going to have the garbage PlayStation that ends up, I don't know, using some crazy PlayStation in the cloud. This is ridiculous to me. What? Everyone's complaining, oh, the files download sizes are too big. Well, who wants to stream it? What are you going to... Can we just go back to discs? If you guys... Here's the thing. Hey, PlayStation and every other developer on the planet, all right? If you guys released a full, complete game, then guess what? We could just pop the disc in and we wouldn't have to worry about a 50 to 200 gig download because it would be there on the disc. Imagine that. And then, you know what? Give us like a 5 megabyte patch in case something goes wrong, which inevitably does. But the problem is nobody releases a full, complete game anymore. Or maybe, make your games smaller so they don't need to be bloated garbage of busy work. People are finally going to realize consoles are glorified PCs that are locked down. Pretty much. Full, complete game. You crazy. I know. Learn the code cleaner. I mean, it's... What the hell, man? Like, I don't like that. So basically, what? A team execute code, execute game assets, priority values. Didn't Xbox do this with the ready to start thing? Where it would be like you can start the game and it would do the priority assets first. So it downloaded all the stuff that you needed, say, for the first level or whatever it was. So you could start playing while everything downloaded in the background. I thought that was a good thing, so you didn't have to wait. But this is ridiculous. Yo, just stick with indies. All right, guys. Like I'm telling you right now, I know everyone's like a fanboy of Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo. Just let them go. Like, let them go. This is getting stupid. You know, indies are making better games across the board. Even as far as sales go, like a lot of people are just, they're like, yo, indies. Let's indies, you know? Like most of the top games that sold in 2025 were indies. This is absolutely ridiculous to me. Yeah, so in other words, I don't need to buy a PlayStation ever again. All right, what's happening here? Oh, what were they thinking? God of War creator David Jaffe really doesn't like Sons of Sparta. Okay, for those who don't know, they did this, I don't know, retro God of War game called Sons of Sparta. And it's basically young Kratos and friends battling creatures and stuff like that. I thought it was kind of like a thing. I love these things. Oh my God, it's total crap. Why don't you relax yourself? You're going to give yourself a stroke there, okay? Look at it. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Settle down, bro. Settle down. Relax. This is why I won't watch this video, merely because of this. Right there. It's total crap. It's total crap, he said. So I guess I got to watch it and see what the rage is all about. That'd be a go to hell. God of War creator says Sons of Sparta makes no bleeping sense. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not like, you know, anybody talks to the creators of anything anymore. Yeah, it's a prequel. Yeah, it's a prequel. So this is kind of a thing, and there's another article here somewhere about a lot of game companies, and I swear, I kid you not, before this came out, you and Dawn were talking about a lot of AAA studios that have all these IPs that they've been sitting on forever, just, you know, make simple retro games that are good. Like, what was the example you had? Like, if they made a really good Halo retro game that was like early Contra, dude, people would love that. People would absolutely love that. You know, you have a minimal investment, you have brand recognition, and hopefully you can put a fun game together and use that franchise and keep it alive, as opposed to coming out with a game that nobody likes and craps all over it, but you're already $500 million in the hole. So yeah, apparently nobody talked to the creator about it, and according to this guy who's going to have a stroke, it's total crap. Also, stop watching videos where the people are this quote-unquote outraged on their thumbnail. It's ever so tedious. It really is. All right. Oh, what happened? Oh, a new Steam update will let players attach their hardware specs before uploading a review. Oh, they'll let them, but not force them. Okay. I would love for that, because when somebody says a game is total crap, I would like to know whether they're using an i3 and a bunch of French fries to try to play the game, you know? Or if they're using like an i9 with a 5090, you know, that kind of thing. That would actually be good and weed out a lot of the garbage reviews. There's a lot of garbage reviews. Yeah. So that would be good. Because then, you know, if they do have a problem and they upload their specs, because, you know, Steam community is hit or miss depending on which game you're playing. Somebody could say, all right, well, your problem is you've been using these specs, and what you should do is change this, and then it would run a lot smoother. that would be a good thing to do. So hopefully this will work and people will use it as opposed to just posting its garbage and not letting any know that they're running it on a integrated graphics, you know. I ran this on literally a potato. Pretty good 720. Right? Ah, this guy. The humor in High on Life hasn't changed as studio isn't chasing making everybody laugh. Yeah, we saw some of this. Somebody play High on Life too. And yeah, there's some funny bits in there. So I think Dawn wants to play it at some point when their hands are a little bit better. They'll probably mod the hell out of it though. But if people do like humor, this seems to be pretty decent. I'll be playing it. Nice. There you go. Dawn played the first one. She liked it. Yeah, but that's when it had Justin Roiland in it. Yeah, the guy who was accused of stuff and then cleared of it, but everybody still ostracized him from every company that he's ever been a part of. It's kind of weird, right? I guess there's no forgive and forget in this society. Let's see. I mean, that's pretty much still. I haven't kept up with it, but apparently that guy's still in limbo. Nobody talks to him. He's off Rick and Morty. He's off Solar Opposite. I don't even think he's part of this game company anymore, which is a little jank if you ask me. All because somebody accused him of something, and then courts actually looked at it, and they were cleared. You know, for society, it's all concerned about the injustices of, you know, we seem to forget when somebody is not guilty of something. That's so amazing. God. Oh, there's a watch. Yes, the John Wick game is canon, and even Keanu Reeves is involved with it. All right, we're not going to go through all the state of play stuff because we did with Steve did that. You can never regain your innocence. Yeah, but you could sue everybody else who thinks you're not. I would totally do that. Dude, I would be obliterating people left and right. We're not going to recover the state of play and stuff, but there is a John Wick game coming out. It actually looks decent, assuming it's going to be decent. Boom. And Keanu Reeves is in it. So that's even better, man, because Keanu Reeves. Lionsgate isn't taking any half measures when it comes to the John Wick video game. Following the game's reveal over on a PlayStation blog, Jesus. Oh, it's coming straight from Jesus here. Game director at Saber Interactive. Ooh, it's made by Saber Interactive. Ooh, shared more info. Expects a title specifically where it fits into the John Wick story. Blah blah blah. So, yeah, that'll be fun. So if you're a John Wick fan, assuming this game isn't streaming through the cloud because it's going to be a big whatever. What is this? Star Wars? You? What is this? Why are you showing me? I don't care. This is it. Oh, yeah. ChatGPT is retiring an older model today, but its users say it's formed a relationship with it. Don't do that. Hey, I love living in a fantasy land as much as humanly possible, but try not to form a relationship with a robot that is you're paying a subscription for. If you're gonna be infatuated with something, make sure you can run it on your own computer. Okay. I think that's what they want. Like, hypothetically. As the world evolves and AI technology moves forward, I feel like we're going to have more tailored and individual little waifus and husbandos that everybody can get attached to. However, these things are definitely going to be hooked up to some kind of subscription fee. Yeah, it may be cheaper than a real significant other, but you're still paying a subscription fee. All right? So there you go. They're sunsetting my girlfriend. Oh, man. Yeah, end of life is going to hit hard for some people. Like, oh, God. So, I don't know. Keep that in mind. You know, as fun as fantasy is over reality, you know, reality is still there. When the lights go out and the power goes down, reality is going to get you through it, not ChatGPT or GPS or whatever.
Pum'Kin. And Pauline, why does the dude with the red tie and sunglasses indoors sound like you?
I don't know. I think he's trying to mimic me because I'm so cool. Boop. All right, what do we got here? Thank you. Capcom's attempt to revive pay-per-view esports backfires as company walks back $40 price tag for Street Fighter Tournament. Dude, I won't even pay $40 for your game, let alone watch other people play it. You know, it's going to cost you $40 to watch a Evo tournament. Get the hell out of it. What are you thinking? I don't care. What do you know? Stupid. Who thought this was a good idea? I never. No, it's e-sport. Get out of here. I'll go, dude. I paid $40 to watch people fight. Oh, really? Like a UFC and stuff? No, it's Street Fighter. What? Like some underground? No, the video game. Oh, you loser. Don't do that. Not Evo, but the Capcom Pro Tours final. That's even lesser to me. I feel like the Capcom finals aren't even as impressive as Evo. You know, Evo is like the event. Yeah. Capcom Cup. Couldn't you just call it the Cap Cup? That would have been better. Is almost here. Details of where, how to watch is available. Yeah, I don't care, dude. I didn't even know that was a thing. Honestly, I've watched Evo, but other than that, I don't care. Game developers, if your game becomes a competitive thing and people play it all the time, be happy with that. Okay? Don't start charging viewers for it. You're literally pricing people out who may buy the game for $40. Evo pays it off with all the commercials. Yeah, there you go. Gamming. We were just talking about gamming. Started playing Sons of Sparta. Caption here. I hope this is fake. Does it literally? Was this part of the game where they actually were playing and nobody put a caption and they were just like it was a placeholder? Evo thinks you're the next OnlyFans. Well, depends on I guess who's playing, right? Script title. That's kind of crazy, dude. This game just came out. Nobody double checked the text. Probably had AI do it. Yeah, there's text there. Yeah, but what does it say? Oh, I don't know. Seen this at least four different spots. Someone forgot to finish their job. 4 different spots? Still a really fun game. Just found this funny. Yeah, it's funny, huh? I've seen this exact location twice. Didn't see this. Huh. I had subs and captions turned on. Okay. They got the captions there, right? I guess. Weird. Wasn't Pokemon part owner of Evo a few years ago? Oh, I have no idea. I know they're a streamer and that's where it ends. I've heard their name. I don't keep up with other streamers. Unless I'm following them. I don't follow them. Look at this. Microsoft has revoked the DMCA takedown that forced an indie Minecraft-like off Steam. Microsoft claimed the indie game uses Minecraft content. I feel like all games like this kind of end up looking like they use Minecraft content. There's a lot of them now. DMCA launched against Alumeria has been withdrawn. Yay! As you know, Melon. God, does anybody have human names anymore? Alumeria and you know Lemon. What am I reading? I wrote on Discord, okay, Microsoft has withdrawn the copyright claim with no action needed on my part. This is the best case scenario. Good. Original story. All right, what happened? In January, indie game developer, you know Lemon, hey, naked one, nice, announced that their lo-fi voxel sandbox game, Alumeria, would be playable in Steam next fest, an exciting milestone. Okay, great. Let's see. And then they got a DMCA takedown from Microsoft claiming that it used Microsoft stuff. Developer posted a portion of the email. Okay. Lumia certainly does look quite a bit like Minecraft. The inspiration is obvious, but it's far from the first procedural generated game to riff on Minecraft. Okay. I mean, it does. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. All this stuff kind of looks Minecrafty. But it's far from a procedural generated game to riff on Minecraft over the last decade. Copyright claim cites a screenshot from or above alongside Minecraft without any specification similarity beyond using voxels. So really, really, Microsoft, you were so lucky you took this back, or I would have been I don't buy your products anymore. Never mind. Speaking of, look, a French Gothic building I made in Minecraft City. Look at this. Look at that. I would like to live there. Somebody made this. You know, this is almost as cool as the New York to scale thing. I feel like I should be getting into Minecraft just to look at stuff. Look at that. They made this with blocks. All right. This is like better building design than I've seen actual game devs make. Somebody hire this person. That's crazy. Good job. Whoever did it. Who's this? Octavian World. Nice. I'm curious as to what else they do. Maybe I'll look at that later. Nintendo fans since childhood. These prices are crazy. Yeah, we were just talking about them being overpriced. Look at that. $99.99 for Mario Tennis on the Switch 2. What is this? Pokotopia, whatever. $100. My dude. Does it even come with the cartridge? Or is this one of those like key card BSs? Like, I don't even know. That's crazy. Dude, $100 a piece? Dude, it's Switch. The graphics are not even there yet. You know? I got out. I was trying to create my own block physics. Nice. Come with a personal tennis. All right. I need personal tennis lessons from Rosalind. Rosalind. I don't know. Like this, that's expensive, dude. I'm not paying $100 for a game. My dude. Ridiculous. All right. Look at this. This is good science. Look at this. New spray-on powder instantly seals life-threatening wounds in battle or during disasters. Somebody, hey, dude, they did this. They invented this in like, what was it, Korea? Where is that? Spray-on powder that instantly seals life-threatening wounds could save thousands of lives, say scientists. See, there you go. New substance can help prevent excess bleeding, which is the leading cause of death due to injuries in war, according to study finds. Fast-acting powder that stops bleeding in just 1 second was developed by South Korean scientists who say it can be also be applied in emergency hospital procedures. Let's go. Dude, that's awesome. You know, the last thing you want to do is stub your toe and bleed out. They should just put this on the market. You know, say if you're one of those people that bleed a lot, you know, hemophiliac or something, whatever they call them. Yeah, but the blood squirters. Yo, you just give them one of these little things. They keep it in their bag, and if they get a little cut, they're on blood thinners or something. You just spray that closed. That's awesome. I'm happy with that. Fortnite is finally becoming real. Soon they'll make a blue energy drink that provides Kevlar level protection. That would be kind of fun. Here, drink this. Now I'm going to shoot you. Wait, what? Don't worry, you're protected. This is funny. Brits traveled a town called Lover to send Valentine's Day cards from world's most romantic post office. There is this thing. Look, because it gets an actual stamp from Lover. Okay, not for nothing, there's a Bethlehem, Connecticut that people actually travel to during Christmas so they can send their Christmas cards from Bethlehem. I'm not even joking. This is a thing. It's cute and quaint, but I ain't making a trip. You know what I'm saying? Residents take the annual celebration very seriously. Well, then that town needs a bowling alley. Okay. What's going on here? Is there stuff happening? There movies? I don't know. Oh! This is why I had this open. You guys ready? They're making Batman stuff. 1989 Tim Burton Batman. I saw this and I was like, oh, finally. I always look at the toy place, but like Entertainment Earth, but it's been nothing but Funkos for like the last 3 months. Finally, they're making something non-Funko. All right, you got your Batman, you got your Catwoman, and you got your Danny DeVito, which probably looks the best out of all 3. Dude, look at this. You want Danny DeVito in your house? Look at that. That's cool. I like that. He was so evil in that. I loved it. Hey, Blood Raven 1. Nice. So, yeah, you got Catwoman, all that fun stuff. But at least it's not Funkos. Because every time I go to newly added, it's like I see a couple of things. I'm like, oh, cool, Batman. But then it's like Funko, 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 Funko. Oh, that thing? Cool. Funko, 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 Funko. Oh, look, Star Wars. Look, Funko, Star Wars. Funko, Funko, Funko. Funko, Funko, Funko. Star Wars, Star Wars. Funko, Funko, Funko. Star Wars. Funko, Funko. Star Wars, Funko. So, like, it goes on and on. It's just these plastic things of garbage. I'm just like, can we stop? I need something. Nika made this. I thought McFarlane Toys made. No, Nika's been stepping up their game. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I know McFarlane Toys has got some competition now, right? Well, it's about time. Everyone looked at, McFarlane Toys and they're just like, yeah, they're the best toys ever. And then that was it. They're super highly detailed. Cool. All right. What else we got? Hey.
That's all nice and all, but if it's okay with you, Pumpkin, but I'll just stick with my Batman Shadow the Hedgehog and my Catwoman Rouge the Bat figures.
But it's Danny DeVito. It's Danny DeVito. Look at that. Danny DeVito. Danny. All right. This guy, right? Here's the thing. This is all AI stuff, but who cares? Look, I had a really fun dream about a gigantic arcade, and it was nostalgic. So they made some AI pictures of that, right? Every time I see something like this, I'm like, chat, do you think something like this would work? Like, do you think somebody could pump in a bunch of money and make something like this again, like they had, and it would actually survive? Or do you just think this is forever gone and there's no way to bring that back? Because I know Japan's got like an arcade culture, but the States, not so much. Yeah, it's very colorful. But I'm just saying, like, you think this would work IRL? Look, you could play Super Platformer and Jungle Adventure. God. There's round one in California. No, you don't think it would work? He's a frog kid. What was a troll? Spider-Man, cheetah, the penguin. There you go. Gone. Too many people not respecting public spaces. Yeah, I mean, the last time I saw somebody go to, God, there was some kind of gaming thing. It was kind of, I don't want to say it was a Chuck E. Cheese, but it was Chuck E. Cheese-like. They had the little grabby claw machines and stuff like that. They were streamer. And I was like, my God, this guy is insufferable. They were literally just going to machines, just kind of almost like getting people out of the way and being annoying and, doing the overhype because they won tickets, just being obnoxious. And yeah, maybe it's like that streamer aspect of it, or I don't know, people in general just wanting to record everything on their phone. Makes it a little less fun. Hedgehog, thank you. I don't know, Pumpkin, with the convenience of home consoles? Well, I don't know how convenient it's going to be if you're going to download everything and stream it from the cloud now. I know. I just feel like stuff like this would be a lot more fun. And, I guess people would have to go to Japan to experience it because it's the only place that still has arcade culture. But didn't the Sega building, close down, the Sega arcade thing? I thought that got closed recently. That was, iconic, too. There's definitely a bigger push for analog and Japanese culture. Yeah. Japan, Korea. Yeah. I don't know what it is here in the States. We just have no nostalgia for that. All right, Ninja, you got a roll equal to or greater than 13. 4. That's not 13. That's not 13. I don't know. So what is it? Hey, question. What is it about certain Western countries that are just so not analog at this point? I know every once in a while you hear the hipster kids are buying vinyl, that kind of thing. Or CDs are making a comeback. Are they really? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But generally when it comes to games, I think a lot of people are just, if they want physical, they're probably collectors trying to, hoard stuff and, I don't know, resell it. I don't know. People in the U.S. bleep, like that for states nostalgia and fads, but really don't want it long term. It'll die off fast for dumb reasons. Well, that's the thing. I've noticed, outside the U.S., and even in the UK to a certain extent, stuff that is has a short lifespan here has a lot longer life everywhere else. Like, and I think U.S. culture is very fast foody. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like everything's very disposable, and they're looking for the next new thing and all that other stuff. But then we have such a nostalgia for all the old crap that we forgot about, where everyone's just like, oh yeah, I like Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I wasn't alive when they came out, but they're great. And it's like, so then what is it? Do you want new stuff, or do you just want the older stuff regurgitated towards you? You know, it's bizarre. But when it comes to physical stuff, it's like nobody cares about any of it. They're just like, yeah, physical garbage. Nobody cares. Will there be more 4Y records? I don't know. I never know what I'm doing from day to day. Like, I literally have no idea. Boop. Can anyone kindly help get my favorite childhood cartoon get released by Lego, please? It needs 10,000 votes on the Lego website to happen. So far, it has 3,000. Thank you. So, I guess this guy wants to get Wacky Races Lego set. Wacky Races Lego set? Trends versus nostalgia versus money making. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I feel like for a generation, like, current generation has been all digital. And let's face it. Even if they bought music when they were younger, like MP3s or something like that, it was still digital. They didn't have any physical stuff. And I'm wondering at some point, are people going to be like, wow, physical. Look, I got I'm holding the album, that kind of thing. Or I'm holding the game. I got to know if that's ever going to translate. Speaking of cartoons, they're putting Classic Cartoon Network show on Tubi. That's insane. Good. Bring back Two Stupid Dogs. I know, we'll see. I know, hopefully there'll be a thing. I don't think there are any. Are there any Hanna-Barbera Lego sets? Maybe like Flintstones or something like that. I don't know. Things are back, but always return to convenience than anything. Yeah, I'm all for convenience, but my God, I feel like I've gotten... Like the weird thing, right? Hold on. It's convenience, man. Convenience. And I've actually seen like a bunch of articles about this. Okay. Well, no, when it comes to convenience, I love convenience. I like not having to go anywhere for nothing. Okay. However, I have noticed that like we were really big on searching for like rare movies, rare music and stuff like that. Internet comes along and they're like, oh, look, you have access to a lot of stuff. And then it's like, well, now you got access to everything. Don't worry. Everything's on the internet that you could ever dream of ever. It really kills the passion to even want to go collect, because even if you collect, you could just scour eBay, Amazon, any other site that sells stuff. Even if the most obscure garbage you're looking for, somebody's got it and they're selling it. And you just sit there and wait for a price that's reasonable. And it's like that hunt is not existing anymore. It's not like when you would look for an album, you go, all right, well, I'm here. Let's see if they have this album. Let's see if they have this game. Let's see if they have this movie. That kind of thing. Everything is everywhere. And it's like, I don't know if that's good or bad. Because then if it's always there, you don't take it seriously. It's like, well, there's no rarity, there's no scarcity. I didn't have to search for it. I don't want to appreciate it. It's just up there. You get a little bit a bent out of shape on Spotify if a song is grayed out because of licensing issue. Did you see one? Nice. But generally it's like, people don't care. They don't care. It's like a whole generation has never had to search for stuff. Maybe an amiibo every once in a while,
Correct,
right?
Pumpkin. The convenience of home consoles who would go out to put money in arcade machines, maybe for the clay machines games for prizes, but unless the arcade games let you win tickets for big prizes, going to arcade places is kinda futile.
Yeah. But even home console culture, getting a game and going to like a midnight release at a GameStop, it doesn't even matter anymore. That was like very memorable. We did that for, what was it? GTA, Halo 4, and I think a couple other games. And it was fun. You got it. You're like, yeah, let's go. Go home, you play it. And of course, there's like a 100 gig update. But, you know, now it's like you just download it, it preloads and all that other stuff, and you're like, yeah, it's there, whatever. You know? I don't think people realize how much that they've lost through modern conveniences. You know? But then you have so much of stuff. There's so much content out there, and even if you can't find what you're looking for, there's something else to distract you. It don't matter, you know? Hey, Catman1, what's up? So, I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to just get back to, like, looking for stuff and appreciating when you find it and having that give it more value. Yeah. Ooh, what's up? Supply lines, what? Operatives have been cut off. Baggage level to 9%. Leverage rate retaliate increase. What? Cyberstand Helldivers. They're making a movie of that. Dude, they're making a movie of Helldivers. Momoa's going to be in it. I don't know, in case you haven't seen him in anything else. What do you do that? There's so many Momoa movies. There's more Momoa movies. Boop. All right, Minute Maid. Do they still make this? I heard that they were not going to make this anymore. No, you know, what is it? Orange juice from concentrate. Do they not do this anymore? Are we screwed? Can I not get a frozen tube of orange juice? Come on, man. Concentrate. So, Starship Troopers. Yeah, basically. Yeah, they still make it? I heard they were going to stop making it. I went to a grocery store and noticed there was no longer... See? Look at that. I went to the grocery store today and noticed that there was no longer a section for frozen juice. Google is telling me this is going to be discontinued. I'm already nostalgic about those. I mean, it's a summer day staple since I was a kid. See? That's what I mean. So it's going to be discontinued. My high school English teacher was an enthusiastic party host and borderline alcoholic. Oh, good. I once came into the grocery store where I worked and picked up 15 cans of orange and lemon concentrate to mix drinks with. Borderline alcoholic, huh? Border. All right. So, I buy frozen juice all the time. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, there might be alternatives that pop up, but at least in this area, it's gone. Wherever this person is. But if they are going to discontinue it, according to Google, that kind of sucks. Because you used to get more out of this, too. Like, you can get, like, this is 12 ounces of concentrated orange juice. You know, you just put some water in there, dude, you'd be set for a long time. Plus, you wouldn't have to worry about drinking the juice fast. So it's like, man, oh, there you go. All I had to do is go next. Look. Frozen canned concentrated juices, including popular brands like Minute Maid, Fruitopia, and Five Alive, are being discontinued across Canada and the U.S. by early 2026 due to low consumer demand. Good job, consumers. That's your one job, is to consume. And this you overlook? No, I'm just going to buy the big overpriced container of orange juice when you can get many out of this. Yeah, just drop it in a pitcher, add water. There you go. Yeah, and that was cool. Once current stock is depleted, this 80-year-old product category will largely vanish from grocery stores, making the end of the frozen concentrate era. Why would they do this? You know, okay, here's the thing. Everybody out there who is all like, yeah, we got to make the world better and stop being so wasteful and how many containers of orange juice could you make out of this? I haven't used this in forever because I'm not a big fan of orange juice, but how many do you think you can get out of that? I know, depending on how much you water it down, but probably at least 5 or 6, maybe 7. 1 gallon for one? Then that wouldn't make any sense. 3 gallons? So what, hypothetically, this may be a push they need to sell more. No, but it's going to be too late. They literally stop manufacturing. It's like the Choco Taco. You know, everyone's like, oh my God, don't give her to the Choco Taco. Oh, no. Sales surge. And they're like, no, we're not making it anymore. That's it. 3 to 4 cans worth at least. Yeah, so, all right. I mean, I would assume it's more cost effective to get concentrate than keep buying, you know, orange juice in a carton over and over again. You know? That's so weird. They did the same for Twinkies. Yeah, everyone was complaining about that, and they brought it back, and then they changed. Something got changed. Something definitely got changed with Twinkies, because the last time I had one, they were dreadful. Multi-level nostalgia. Old memes. This is literally an old meme now, and I saw it a long time ago, and I found it funny, and it's still funny. That's funny. Somebody should make these. I'd buy one just for the nostalgia. It's pretty good. All right. Ren and Stimpy, a Radio Days album. I had the other one that was blue. I never had this one. What was on it? Take a walk on the, what? Suddy? What does that say? I can't read it. Dead end job. Stuck with you. In Hollywood. Powdered Toast Man. Powdered Toast Man. Any freeway you take, hard time. This is weird that cartoons were like super popular. They'd make like an album of stuff and people were like, yeah, this is great. We did that, but it was like all the songs we had from the Foamy stuff, you know? And it was fun. I don't think cartoons really do this anymore. I mean, I'll put a collection of stuff like Adventure Time had all the little songs and compilations and they just throw them in like a digital service, you know? New Twinkies are the Bimbo brand formula. Really? Okay, here's the thing. No, I know Bimbo is an actual brand, but apparently that's one of those terms I'm going to allow because, you know, Bimbo is Bimbo. It doesn't mean anything. You know, and if you are offended by the term, I don't know what it is. But it's literally the brand name of something. I figured our mascot would be a bit more busty, but still, nevertheless. Yeah, but this is bizarre. I like this. Keep an eye out for these in thrift stores. Now, if I see it, I'll pick it up. But I don't think I've ever had this one. I had the other one. Licensing Anything Studios are just stingy with their tracks. I'm still waiting for Courage the Cowardly Dog tracks. At this point, they could just throw them on a digital service. They don't even have to go through all the, what do you call it, garbage here of like licensing and all that. Just put it on there, dude. Come on. But even the dude who did the, what was it, the Sailor Moon soundtrack that had like the theme and all that other stuff from the American version of the anime, they put it on archive.org because they're like, yeah, nobody's doing this, nobody's making it, it's in limbo.
So you, or Pauline, or Jermaine, miss the Choco Taco?
You know what? I had one such a long time ago that I don't really remember what they tasted like. And then when they were going to discontinue, I wanted to retry them, but I couldn't find them. Like, I think I got them once or twice. And then they're like, we're not going to make these anymore. And I'm like, what? So, yeah, that's it. Boop. Back in my day, we had Clippy instead of AI. It looks like you're writing a letter. Would you like help? Get help with writing a letter. Just type the letter without help. We had Clippy. We didn't need ChatGPT and it didn't require an island of servers. We had Clippy. All right? We had Clippy. That's cool, though. I mean, like, if we had a, you know, whatever. Doesn't Taco Bell make Choco Tacos now? Does it? I know I haven't been to Taco Bell in forever. I literally haven't been to Taco Bell in 6 years? 7? Well, I don't know. Pandemic was 5 years ago, so before that. So I'm going to say 7. AI is Clippy reformed. Not the final power level. Right? It's kind of funny. Well, that's why I'd ask Jeeves. It's crazy how everyone is nostalgic about Clippy. When everyone and their mother hated them back in the aughts. I feel like the problem with Clippy was he was a little bit too invasive. He would pop up all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what I was doing. If I wasn't in front of the computer, they're like, you know, Clippy would show up and be like, hey, you there? Do you need help? You need me to call 911? No, I'm all right, Clippy. It's okay. You know, all right. It's just, you know, you weren't typing anything. Your computer was idle for. I'm like, oh, God. Yeah. What is the VCF SoCal 2026 exhibit? Retro pricing. It doesn't look very crowded. Did anybody go to this? There's like that 3 guys back there. What is even happening here? But anyway, they had retro stuff, and I didn't even notice it was a thing. Look at that. All the little retro things. That's fun. God, I guess nobody cares about retro stuff, too. They claim to, but, you know, they're not going to show up at a convention for that. This is not really retro, though. Whatever. It's bizarre when they have stuff. Really? Dumber? Wow. Automata's on Snowflake, bro. I'll allow dumber. More expensive, less effective before. I don't know. That's the thing. Boop. What else we got here? I'm not going to go through thrift store stuff. What have we got? I once got into an argument with someone about whether Skeeter was blue or green. Okay, assuming, here's the thing. Assuming you don't have you're not colorblind, right? I got to tell you, if you look at this guy down here and you think this is blue, I would get your eyes checked just to make sure you're not colorblind. I can't even believe somebody actually had to have an argument about that. To me, that's so green, it's ridiculous. It doesn't even fall in the spectrum of aqua, which is like over a little bit more. I feel bad that people actually had to have arguments about this. It reminded me of Charlie Brown's what? Miss Wilson's, oh, I was going to say Charlie Brown's. Charlie Brown's Midwestern Siri for when you ask directions to a town in Wisconsin and Siri thinks you're having a stroke. Really? That's a thing? Skeeter was turquoise, wasn't he? No, turquoise is more of a blue. Turquoise is I kind of want to say around there. Turquoise is actually a pretty bright blue. He's teal. Yeah, that'd be more teal, but even teal's got more blue in it. Chartreuse. I don't know, but this is what's happening on Reddit. What? This wasn't deleted by a moderator? Let's find out. No, it's still there. Wow. Moderator got upset. Let's see. This guy, Billy Mitchell, reinstated into the Guinness World of Records. Wasn't this guy that had a high score at Donkey Kong or something, and then somebody questioned it, and they said no, and then the other guy did good, and then this guy's like, no, that's not right, and they went back and forth because you got these two old guys complaining about who's better at Donkey Kong. I'm like, my God, could we just have some real problems in this world? These guys are just in this, they're only, I'm the better Donkey Kong player. What the hell is... Is it bad to call him a zombie because he's green? Well, maybe he could have a skin condition. You know, he eats a lot of broccoli. You know, it's a cartoon. You can do anything with it. Yeah, this guy, it wasn't well liked for a while. And I don't know what the deal is, but is this Todd Rogers' alt account? I don't know. And kicked it out. I remember there was a back and forth, like, God, what was it, 7, 8 years ago? Yeah, zombie is not a race. It's a status affliction. This is true. I don't know. I don't care enough to care about looking this up because I feel like, yeah, it's cool to have a high score at something, but to make, like, this was so much drama. This was so much drama for a high score in an arcade game that I'm like, this is that era of people that just didn't grow out of it. I kind of like the other guy because he seemed more chill about it, but whatever. All right. Mizurna Falls. Has anybody ever played this? Look at this. Mizurna Falls for PS1, a 1999 Japanese-only Twin Falls... Twin Falls? You mean Twin Peaks? All right. Twin Falls-esque murder, mystery, horror, open-world, survival, adventure game. Way ahead of its time and one of the prototypes for 3D, groundbreaking, third-person, open-world games like GTA 3 and Shenmue before they existed. All right, it's looking a little rough, but I have not, well, of course I haven't played this because it was Japanese only, but I'm curious if anyone played it and was it any good? Because I mean, it looks like it'd be kind of spooky, murder mystery and stuff like that. I didn't know this game existed until recently when I read an article about it last year and saw someone go.
Hey Pumpkin, who would win in a fight, Billy Mays or Billy Mitchell?
I'd say Billy Mitchell because he's alive. At that point, you're just beating a dead horse. Thank you. But if they were alive, I feel like Billy Mays would beat the crap out of him. Billy Mays here, along with my baseball bat. Oh, God. All right. Thank you. Saw some screenshots and was blown away by what I was seeing. So basically, it's released in Japan. So I purchased a bootleg version that I got in English fan translation built into the disc. Wow. Gamers are awesome. I just realized that I can't play it on a standard PS1. Doubt. There are no cartridges that exist like the Sega Saturn. Okay, oh God, this is the whole thing. Cocaine-fueled beatdown. Somehow looks better than the first Driver game. Dude, the first Driver game was rough. I remember that. Oh, kind of cool. None of one of those things where the cover art does not look like what you're getting inside. I don't know. I'm going to leave that tab open because I'm curious about it. See if I can find a YouTube video. Boop. Dude, how awesome would this be? Look at this. Just a quick game. No biggie. Bro, look at that. Look at how much fun that would be to set up. Hey, I'm not a Warhammer guy or nothing like that, but yo, holy crap. Look at all that. You guys stare at the setup. I'm going to get some coffee. Nah, get out of here. That is cool. Here's the thing. I would love to play this, but I wouldn't want to set it up or clean it up. And this is one of those things, if you're one of those guys that gets into this and then, you know, you're stuck there late at night and your wife was like, well, what took so long? You could be like, you could just just give them this picture. This is what took so long. What are you even doing there? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you know what? I don't expect you to get what I love, but just know that I love it. Okay. Accept that. Most epic ever. Oh, Battletech ever. Yeah, dude, this is cool. I don't know. And it would be nice to know that many people that would be into it, you know? You know, it's kind of like different now because like a lot of people are into their own thing. So it's kind of difficult to track down IRL people that you can say play card games with or something. Unless it's like your standard poker or stuff like that. But I ain't finding anybody locally to be playing Sailor Moon card games with me. Yeah. It's just not happening. But I know that's kind of cool. If you got something like that going on, hold on to it, man. All right, what else we got here? Chicken bird. What is this? Oh, that's right. Why do Americans have to say tuna fish? We know tuna is a fish. You can just say tuna. I can't wait to have chicken bird for lunch tomorrow. Look at this guy being a wise butt. That's pretty good. I always called it tuna. I think when I was a kid, I would say tuna fish. But then it's like after a while, just call it tuna. Like, yeah, yo, give me a can of tuna. Do we need more tuna? Do we have tuna? How much is a tuna? Is the tuna on sale? That's it. I don't think I called it tuna fish for probably since I was like 6 or 7. It's just tuna. Tuna sandwich.
But you already have a card battle. Why wouldn't you get involved with a Sailor Moon card game?
Because Sailor Moon. Come on. Sailor Moon. Gives me an excuse to play the theme song over and over again when I'm playing. Like bento box, lunchbox box. Lunchbox box. Yeah. This guy. Hey, happy birthday to Matt Groening. Look at him. It's his birthday. 72. I didn't think he was that old. He's 72 years old. He did The Simpsons, Futurama, Life is Hell. You know? Dude, there you go. Here's the thing. There's not many people still around in the world that changed pop culture forever. Literally, when somebody says something or does something, somebody says, Simpsons did it. And this was the guy that made The Simpsons. That's crazy. That's good. He's like this pop culture icon that has influenced everybody. I wonder how much money he got when Disney bought it. You think he got a ton of money? You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Have you tried? I guarantee you there's a YouTube video of somebody playing fish. All right. Happy birthday, Matt. Not for nothing. If you couldn't tell by the big googly eyes. No, Simpsons. We grew up on The Simpsons, so it was kind of like We used to draw The Simpsons all the time. Like, that was our thing. It was like, oh, I can draw Bart Simpson, you know, that kind of thing. Hey, it was cool back then. You know, and that was kind of cool. I like the big googly eyes and stuff like that. They were fun and easy to draw. And then I got into Tim Burton, and then The Simpsons went dark. And then we had the big googly gothic Simpson-y things that we were making. Oh, God. Boop. This guy, he's dead. I know Steve mentioned it, but Bud Cort, if you don't know who he is, he starred in Harold and Maude, but he was also in Bates Motel. Not the series. There was a made-for-TV movie that had a Tank Girl in it, Lori Petty. She was also in it with this guy, and they basically took over the Bates Motel. So that's why Horror Central cares about it. But if you've never seen Harold and Maude, see it. It's sad but whimsical at the same time, and Bates Motel is not great. But this guy was really good, super deadpan in Harold and Maude, and it's got such dark humor that I think everybody who has a sense of dark humor should probably watch it. It's good. They did good. But Bud Cort died. He was 77, I think. I think he was 77. You hear that, Matt Groening? 77. Take care of yourself. All right. Hey, check this out. Jungle Game Lab. All right, Steam. 8 new indie titles arriving free on Steam this February. All right, you paying attention? Look. Dialogue. All right, it's free. No mana, just dice. Free. Trust me, I nailed it. Free. Queen Bee. Free. All right, In My Bubble. Free. Cartoply. Fold Quest. Free. EXE Cutor. Executor. Space Time Shooter. Free. All right, here you go. You can take a screenshot, look these up later. Then we're going to go up here. Take a screenshot. Those are the other two. There's a screenshot. Okay. I don't have the link right here because it's on a completely different computer. I can't just dump it in there. But Jungle Labs, blah, blah, blah. So, nice. I like free games. Free games are awesome. But, okay, here's the thing. Wizards of the Coast, I hate you. You're on the list. You're on the list. People are like, well, all right, what did Wizards of the Coast do now? What the hell? What did Wizards of the Coast do now? They can't mess up what they've already messed up so much. You know, hold on. This is a hold my beer moment. K-pop is coming to Dungeons & Dragons in Idols of the Neon Dark. Did they get the licensing to K-pop Demon Hunters, or are they just making up their knockoff Temu version? I didn't even read the rest of this article. Dungeons & Dragons is a game that allows for infinite creativity, and yet we have K-pop in it. The two aren't very known to work together well. Tastes changed. Yeah, sometimes they get worse. As time goes on and more parents are looking for ways to introduce their favorite tabletop game to their kids and younger relatives. Shady Good, you got a roll equal to or greater than 15. It's a shiny. No, different roll. ROLL. All right, you got 6. That's all right. Exclamation re-roll. It's a shiny. You get an extra shot. Three. Oh. Ah. That didn't even add up. Ow. No. All right, you tried. You tried twice. Still no. Duh. All right, let's see what these sad sacks are doing of Dungeons and... I don't know. Oh, God. Dungeons and BTS. All right, Game Younger Relatives. This was the inspiration for Daniel... That does say Thut, right? Okay, it's very small here. It looked like Thut. to start the Idols of the New Dark project on Kickstarter, a K-pop style source book that's drenched in, oh God, is this official or somebody just, oh God, this is making me want to vomit. Could you please stop? Could you just stop? So is this just somebody just doing their own little thing? All right, good. Then it doesn't have to be there officially. This project came directly and unambiguously from my desire to play D&D with my daughters. Could you tell them to just play, be cool? I mean, when I tried introducing my kids to more traditional pseudo-medieval fantasy, it just slid right off them. Elves and dwarves didn't mean anything to them emotionally. And this does? What kind of parent are you? I see what they're doing, and I can respect it. This better be the gateway thing that gets them to elves, okay? Oh, God. I was about to flip out if Wizards of the Coast was actually like, yeah, go ahead. So they're basically just doing D&D rules, which is open source anyway, so, Also hit 15 for Sailor Moon. Did we? Did something Sailor Moon happen? 100 viewers. What happened, Sailor Moon? We talked about it. Let's see. We got the 100 viewers. Boom. Bop, 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 bop. I guess I'll call a Sailor Moon thing. And I don't remember seeing Sailor Moon. Just say. Nah, it kind of doesn't really count. Usually when something gets popped up, we usually try to find something, but it's been slim pickings on the Sailor Moon front. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, at least, I mean, it's not actually Hasbro. It's just some dude who wants to make a game so his kids can play. You could probably do that without a Kickstarter, I'm just saying. Running a Kickstarter is more than just finishing a project. It's a massive endeavor that has involved shipping products to backers, what background docs the team have with similar crowd. Okay, here's the thing. It is a lot of work. Running a Kickstarter is a lot of work. Okay, we've done it a couple of times. We did it by ourselves. It's enough work that one person could do it. Okay, you don't need a team. You don't need a team. I'm sorry. Sorry. No. Sorry. Okay. What's going on here? This is just IGN. Yeah, that's nothing I want to look at. Best Buy's President's Day sale is live with some solid tech and gaming deals. Are hard drives on sale? The only reason I have this up is to actually remind me that there are President's Day sales because tomorrow is President's Day, which I didn't even realize it was President's Day, but tomorrow is President's Day. So if you ordered something, guess what? I can't ship it to you till Tuesday. I'm sorry. But there you go. Best Buy is doing stuff as probably are other places. I don't know. Maybe hard drives are on sale. Maybe you can get that RAM you need at a cheap price. God. Do we need a Kickstarter team if you were dealing with physical backer rewards? I dealt with physical backer rewards. I didn't need a team. I literally mailed out everything myself. I packed up everything myself. Everything. 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 What? Physical item? It's just packing stuff. What the hell? I need a team to do this. No, you don't. I had to do like, what, 500 or something? So something ridiculous. All right, well, that's the thing. Boop. Let's see. The biggest gaming series are going indie. Could it save the games industry? It's still going to save them money. All right, gaming's biggest publishers are what? Leaning on indie studios to freshen up their most valuable game. They're leaning on indie studios because their own talent pool is so bereft of ideas and actual talent. They got to get another team. Are you kidding me? February's PlayStation State of Play was a who's who of big names video game franchises. God of War, Silent Hill, Castlevania, and even Legacy of Kain were all featured on the jam-packed live stream, which, with each series getting a new game, but those games aren't being developed by the studios you might be expecting. Here we go. Konami isn't making Silent Hill Townfall in-house, and God of War Sons of Sparta isn't solely a Santa Monica studio production. Instead, much smaller indie dev teams are at the helm. Great. It's not a coincidence. It's a culmination of a slow-building trend. Oh, God. So here's what's going to happen. So now, all these big companies like Sony and probably Ubisoft and everything else are going to get smaller dev teams that actually care about making games to churn out games for their IPs and then probably screw them over for a ton of money. That's just how stuff goes. So just keep that in your back pocket. It's not a coincidence. It's a culmination of a slow-building trend that's been gaining momentum in the video game industry over the past few years. Major publishers are getting looser with their most prized IP and handing the keys over to indie teams with a proven track record. It's a strategy that's revitalized long-dormant franchises and one that offers some hope for an industry that struggled to keep up with impossible tasks of exponential growth. Well, yeah, maybe not investing $200 million in a game and expecting to make a $500 million. All right, that'd be good. Oh, God. Outsourcing with the PR spin. Yeah, pretty much. They're going to be like, hey, we're indie. So this way they can also be apply for an indie award at the Game Awards next year. Yeah, you know, the God of War game we came out, that's technically an indie game. Yeah. Yeah, we had an indie studio work on that. Yeah, God of War gets Best Indie Game award. You don't think that's going to happen? I guarantee you. Dude, they already had that thing where it's like, you know, double to almost AAA studios were like, well, technically, what is an indie game? What does it really mean? You know, and it's like, it means that indies worked on it completely without the funding of some large company looming over their freaking head. At least that's what it means to me. So you got God of War, Sons of, okay, Silent Hill, what? The developer behind 2023's WrestleQuest is doing what? God of War, Sons of Sparta, Surprise Risk 2D Metrovania, collaboration with Santa Monica Studio and Mega Cat Studios, the latter being behind development WrestleQuest. Silent Hill Townfall comes from us from Observation developers, Screenburn Interactive. I guess they did no code. Castlevania Belmont's Curse is by Motion Twin, the studio that created Dead Cells and Evil Empire. The team has handled much of that game's post-launch DLC, and Legacy of Kain Ascendance comes from BitBot Media and Freak Zone Games, who created a 2D game based on the Rocky Horror Picture Show in 2024. Are you kidding me? That's who you got for this game. You better make that good. Yeah, but they worked on Rocky Horror Picture Show game. Yeah, big deal. There's a Manos Hand of Fate game, too. It didn't impress me much. Yeah, so basically, there you go. So now everybody's going to be handing over their IPs to smaller teams they can take advantage of. It's great for the smaller teams until they get taken advantage of. But, you know, if placeholder text is any indication of that, I don't know where we're headed. Stupid food. So I can call that. I can call stupid food. All right. Stupid food called. And I still don't got no bingo. How? New song. Oh, I should have played a new song during the intro. Damn it. I don't think I'm getting bingo. I'm looking at it. Not looking too good. All right? Not looking good at all. God. A serious update about stupid food. Oh yeah, you want to know that we covered this, but if you didn't miss if you missed the serious update, street food posts are no longer allowed. We've seen a reoccurring issue where street food posts are used as a cover for racism and xenophobia, particularly to mock mainly Indian rather than critique food. I think they're critiquing the food that is basically being cooked with soda and sprinkled with dirt, which I've literally seen videos of. Okay? So apparently showing pictures of stupid food, depending on what color the skin cook is, or the skin color of a cook is, apparently that's considered bad. So yeah, we can't all be cooks and, you know, not judge them according to the dishes that they're creating, because if they're a different color, it's apparently bad. Can we just stop with colors, like altogether? Can we do that? Because that'd be kind of cool if I could just actually discuss something with somebody and not make it a race issue. That'd be super awesome, you know? Super. That'd be nice, thanks. I don't know, until people can get over that, then, you know what? I don't care. My breakfast sandwich maker literally fuses the egg into the bun instead of making an egg patty. It fused into the bun. That's kind of fun, though. I like that. That'd be kind of fun. Reddit mods are power-hungry losers. I've noticed that. I generally don't look into things, but there's been a lot of instances of, and of course, especially in politics, they tend to delete everything that's not part of their ideology. And if I'm a moderator of something, you follow the rules that are there. That's it. You know, I wouldn't necessarily delete one particular viewpoint as a moderator as long as it's within the guidelines that are there. That's what a good moderator does. Here's a set of rules. I'm going by the set of rules. You know, don't interpret them for your own personal means, but, you know, people are human. If they have a knee-jerk reaction seeing a post, they won't sit and think about it for 2 seconds. They'll just ban it, you know? And this is probably why we have no conversations or exchange of dialogues anymore. Delicious homemade cake, says you. My very failed chicken that after I ate, I realized the cheese was gone bad. Oh my God, you ate bad cheese? How do you have cheese left over for so long that it goes bad? Do you not like cheese? Clearly, you're not from Wisconsin. God. Everything is about race because everyone makes it about race. Well, here's the thing about the concept of color. And it was a really good quote. And I'm not going to be able to... I really wish I could figure it out so it's not getting spewed out by my mouth. I'll find it. I'll find it one day and just bring it back up. Just let me put that on. What are you doing with Pepto? Homemade Pepto noodles. So you're expecting this to cause diarrhea. Yo, if you're putting if you're putting an anti-diarrhea thing in your food from the get-go, you probably shouldn't be making it. All right? What happened here? Saw this on Facebook. No idea what it is and no desire to know. Well, it looks like some kind of thing that fell over in their car. There's a crock pot. Rage bait. It's rage bait, bro. Oh, God. Blood. What is it? Yeah, that's a little annoying. You know what? That would work if you have consistency issues. I'll give them that. All right. Because here's the thing. Can I get something that's not an actual video? Okay. You know, people have texture issues. There's particular things like if I make a smoothie, like a fruit smoothie, and it's got an inordinate amount of like fruit seeds in it, I don't like that. All right. So basically, what I can do is, and we did this with the ice cream. You just strain that, and you put it through like one of those little sack things or whatever. Depending on how big the seeds are, you can just use a regular strainer. And you can get all the seeds out of there. So when you make that smoothie, it's super smooth. You don't get those tiny little seeds in there and stuff like that. Plus, it also helps if you have diverticulosis, which we do not have, but put that in your back pocket. Yeah, so that's kind of good. I mean, like, people do have texture issues. They don't like weird lumpy things and all that other stuff. But, you know, I'm usually pretty good either way. What is that? This is how I eat sandwiches because I'm too lazy. That's not a sandwich. Didn't know what I have prepared, but I'm going to throw it out. That's like a ramen egg puke. What's happening here? The OG iced coffee. OG iced coffee, huh? Yeah, not filled up? Not filled up, huh? Why? What'd you do? You're missing some. God, I hate this person. But it reminded me I need coffee. I'm out of water. I'm working on a coffee, though. I'm working on it. I'm trying. What are you going to do? This upsets me. I would hand it back. Yeah, can you fill it up the rest of the way? Yeah, thanks. What are you doing an egg? Are you going to freeze it? What are you doing? Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the durian egg? What, do you have a painting of it somewhere and it's aging? But what? Durian. Yeah, durian gray. I know. I'm making a joke. What are you doing here? Mountain Dew stew. No, thanks. That's not... Don't... Frugal life hack. You mean destroy the food that you're eating and also mess up your drain at the same time? Oh, God. I can't deal with people. Eggo brunch in a jar. Sipping cream, huh? 40 proof Eggo? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see where this goes. All right. Keep it out. All right. Sugarlands. What is this? Eggo syrup waffles. 20% alcohol, 40 proof. God, here's the thing. It really bothers me that phones do this now with pictures. Look at how flippin' terrible this is. Look at that. If you did this with an actual film camera, and I know that's old school, but holy crap, it wouldn't be like AIing and trying to make everything more crisp, but then it kind of distorts how the image actually is. It's utterly obnoxious. This is why I don't take pictures of the drawings we actually do. We scan them.
So you can't post gross dirty street food, but rage bait slop is fine.
Yeah, pretty much. So you just got to make sure that the rage bait slop is by a person on the lighter tone spectrum. That's all. You know how that is. All right. Well, I guess if you want waffle and syrup cream liqueur, then there you go. You can. Oh God, that's a start to your morning, right? Wow. All right. Yeah. Typographers are dying, right? It's been all this time on graphics. That's kind of like that photo thing does bother me because even if you take a picture of something, like a picture of a picture, it's not the same, you know? And it just ends up looking weird. But all right, the downside of that, right, is people when they look at a picture, this is all they see because they're scrolling on their phone. This is the picture they see. Nobody's going into this. Nobody's going in and looking at this janked up text and everything that the, iPhone tried to compensate for and took 15 different pictures to AI enhance and put them all together at once. So you have the sharpest, crispest picture you can possibly want. It doesn't matter if the text looks like garbage, dude. Like I notice that's crap. Nobody else does, but I do, and it aggravates me because everyone's just looking at stuff like this. Yeah. Whatevs. All right. Lego in a jar. Eggo in a jar. Till someone turns rage bait into race bait. Yeah. What are they doing? They're eating a burger? That's too much wasabi. Okay, here's the weird thing. I don't like spicy food. I ate a spoonful of wasabi to clear up my sinuses, and it did nothing. It didn't bother me. I don't like spicy food, but, of course I had American wasabi, which is basically just horseradish. So it doesn't really matter. Community cookbook. It's going to be a smaller community the more meals you make. Let's see. Mexican stupid food. Oh. Moderator. It's not Indian street food, but still, they're not on the lighter. This could be a bias. Let's see. What's happening? Oh my God. Oh no. Yeah, no, that's what you want to do. You want to. Oh God, yeah, no, cause a fire. That's good. Wait, what is it? I'm asthmatic. I don't know. Apparently, they put a piece of paper towel over their guacamole. I don't even know what that is. Chips, and tried to set everything on fire. I don't know. Oh, speaking of which, what do you call that? You know when you cook rice and it gets kind of crispy around the side in the pot? What was that called? I literally heard the term the other day because I had to look it up and I forgot. What, bagao? Bagao. Yeah, it sounded like an action thing. Bagao. I made that. We made it. It came out good. Essentially, this one over here was the bagao or something. Yeah. Yeah. I feel fancy now because people consider it a delicacy, and here we are. We thought we were just some lame white guy burning rice. You know? Pretty good. Bagao is great. Always scrape it off the bottom of the pot when making anything ricey. Yeah, so it's we got a bunch of it because we used a big pot. We made a lot of rice, so we probably got, oh God, how big was that pot? I don't know, like a foot. I don't know, 12-inch pot. You know, so we got all this crispy rice stuff that I'm going to use for guacamole later. I'm happy about that. You know, it's considered a delicacy. I ate some of it when it was fresh, and I was like, oh man, this is actually really good. Donna's not super happy about the crispy rice blocks, but it literally came out in one solid shape. I was super proud of that. I learned a word from Iron Mouse. There you go. Yeah, so I can consistently make that because every time I make rice, I'm just like, why do I keep burning the rice? So yeah, my bad cooking is actually considered decent cooking by certain people. Oh my God, I want this. Look at this. Would you eat this? I would. I haven't had Oreos in a while. That's pretty good. I'm assuming that's some kind of mayo dressing, I'm hoping. I just want to make sure somebody wasn't super excited about the burger. I've never burnt rice. No bagao for me. Well, yeah, you know, obviously don't use a non-stick. Don't use a, you know, kind of non-stick pan, but just like a regular metal pan, it'll heat up. Yeah, it'll do it. Happy Valentine's Day from Paris. Womp womp. Hey, Smoking Sensei one. My heart is screaming looking at that. It's like, don't eat that. Happy Valentine's Day from Paris. Yeah, Paris has got some problems right now. You know it's bad when Applebee's gets involved. Oh, God. What happened? No, it just looks like they're almost... Well, that's not a meal. Look at how many fries they give you. That's barely... Whatever. Tiramisu. Who needs that much? Well, they don't make it for one person. Oh, God. Is this for one person? No, you're not putting that on a plate. Bro, that's a restaurant. I'll tell you, I'll be able to eat that, though. Easy. I could eat that. And I'd be like, just keep the coffee coming. Forget it. What is this? Peanut butter and lettuce sandwich. What's that? Instead of McChicken, how about create McBrunette? I think I've done that. Like I'm talking. I got like I don't even have two nickels rubbing together kind of thing. I'm like I got peanut butter and the lettuce is going bad. I think I've done this where I've just put this on there. It wasn't bad. It was like having a crunchy peanut butter. Yeah. Why put peanut butter on what do you call it? Celery sticks. So it's not a big deal to me. So lettuce is just more pliable celery to me. Peanut butter and lettuce or PB cucumber. I've never had cucumber though. I should try that. Glitter mocha latte with Nutella rim. I don't eat glitter. Sorry. This is the embodiment of gluttony. Oh, show me. All right, so you got a burger, you got a little Biscoff thing in there, you got a burger in a burrito with a bunch of stuff on there, and yeah, that's all terrible for you. What do we got here? Squidward bagels. Squidward bagel with cream cheese. That's because they're blue? What is this? Not for sale, display only. Squidward bagels. So, yeah, I guess blue bagels. Apparently they had green ones and also what? Just stop using food dye. You know, you don't need it. Ridiculous. All right. Whoa. Nice. KFC Valentine's Day special. Thank you. What is this? I'm assuming there's a joke here. Like the I'm not really hungry sandwich. Yeah. Really, guy? Come on. Bwah. I know what's going on there. Thank you. I did the chocolate hot dog thing many years ago, too. No. If I had hot dogs, I didn't have chocolate because it was like buy one or the other. I wasn't this fancy. What's up? Icarus one. Nice. Guess blue bagels is better than what? Blue waffle? Maybe. What do we got? Macaroni and cheese pizza. Yeah. Dump, bump, bump. No, Grandma. Oh, don't boil bread unless you're making bagels. You don't boil dough unless you're making bagels. Oh, God, those are going to be soggy. The hot new bread, the grills, chocolate chip cheeseburger, look, chocolate light, cheeseburger, whatever. And we saw these things, the burgers that would offend
It's
everybody.
not always about pizza.
Could be.
But it should be. Because we need the bread and cheese for our tummies. And if it's not about pizza, then tell me, won't you please, what is the meaning of life? Pizza.
Pizza. There you go. Thank you. I keep saying I want to get pizza, but every time I think about getting pizza, I don't get pizza because then I'm like, I see the prices of pizza, and I'm like, I'm not going to get pizza. This crap is expensive. And it bothers me just because it's just bread. It's just bread. It's just bread and sauce. It shouldn't be that much. Just saying. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Who wants the palate cleanser of society? I don't know how much fun stuff we're going to have here, but we're going to see if something cute happens. All right? We're in the cute portion of the stream. Loving a position. Look at him. It's a cute little cat. This is the fun part, all right? Steve's been going through all the cute stuff, and I'm like, hey, we could use cute stuff because we need some cute stuff to make our day a little bit better, all right? Especially after everybody making weird foods that are dumb. I love this little kitten so much. Hey, he looks happy. Look at that. You just want to mush him. See, Pop Cats roam free here. Bop, 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 bop. Nice. Thank you. Bop, 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 bop. What do we got? Yarr. Yo. Is she beautiful? Looks like a pirate.
Today is 50% chocolate day, but I only have $775 to last me till Thursday. Damn it.
I think you could do it. I think with proper management and your funds, cutting out, useless expenditures like electricity and heat, I think you can do it. Don't do that. Look at this. Pirate cat. Yarr. Ah. Yeah. No, it's always weird when like a cat loses a thing, but yeah.
What I missed from the pizza shops is those delicious sweet powder rolls.
Do they not make them anymore? I very rarely went to a pizza place that actually made powdered rolls. It would be like, I'd be impressed if they had garlic nuts now. Ugh. Thank you, and thank you. Wait, are we on a hype train? We are! We're on a hype train!
It's a freaking hype train. Let's go! It's a freaking hype train. Let's go!
Oh, God. Oh, I forgot that I had that sustained tone at the end. Oh, that hurt. Thank you, thank you. Oh, oof. I'm going to be hearing that later. This little fish just made my whole day. Look at him. He's like, oh, would you? Cool. More cats.
Hype train for PG.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate 1,000 bits. Hop train. Zoned out cat. Thank you, Chris. Is that my stomach that just did that? Usually it does bass drops, but this one sounded like dial-up. My stomach was like... I'm just like, all right, I'll get you food eventually. Cat laying out. Cool. What's we got here? Swinging with a friend. Chickens are cool. What? They're little egg factories. That's a cool thing. What? You don't need to eat chicken if you have chicken, because then they give you eggs. He looked at me like this, and I forgot what I was mad at. Oh, I'd remember. I'd be like, you know what you did. You know what you did, you cute fluff. Oh, God, what happened to Pikachu? That's kind of funny. Look at that. Love. You peed on a carpet, damn it. Yeah. Hey, look at this guy. Dude, praying mantis. Can you tell me what it is? It's praying mantis. Those things are cool. I do like praying mantis. They're like a very unique insect. Yeah, they have this very alien kind of mannerisms that you don't see in other bugs. Yeah, it's cool. This guy, look at him. Oh, it's just He looks like he's freaking out though. Like he took some bad catnip or something. All right, what do we got here? Waiting for the food face be like. He was waiting for DoorDash, which is basically the human. Hurry up, human. Where's my stuff? God. Blue eyes, a whole lot of heart. And did you go to cardiologist and confirm that? All right, what else we got here? My lion cat. It's a lion cat. Did you literally like go to Egypt and take a picture of this cat? Like, where are they? Oh, no, it just looked like a regular building. Okay. I like see a lot of sand back there. Whatever she wants, the answer is yes. Even if it's your soul. He's like, hi, I'm so cute and adorable. Can I have your soul? I always question super cute things. Sometimes they have ulterior motives. Hey there. It doesn't seem to be saying that. What's he doing? Oh my God, he's sleeping on the eggs. Yo, this cat's gonna hatch eggs. Dude, that's crazy. I wonder how many it broke, if any. Like Foamy. Yeah. Look at this guy. Oh. Wow.
I have a number of lines that need one number to get a win. And damn 2 lines are waiting on you to cover a spicy card. How has that not yet happened yet?
I don't know. Like some of them they were borderlining, but they weren't like, where I got to jump in front of it. Like I'm trying to save somebody, It's weird, right? They're so cute and curious when they're little. Yeah. Looks like it's just going to smother you in your sleep. It's like, no, just go to bed. Go to bed. I'm going to sit on your mouth and your nose. New puppy. Are you sure? How much mileage does it have on it? What is this? Puppy eyes. This is a very odd coat. Card battle. It's Dolby. All right. Schmitty, you got to roll equal to or greater than 14. 14. Beautiful. Nice. Whoa. Nope. This one. There you go. All right, pick a number, any number. All right. That's cool. Got 30 seconds left on the hype train. 11. What is number 11? Fancy card battle. All right, let's see if that helped me. I'm trying to call it. I'm pressing the button. There we go. Wow, that was delayed. Did it show up? Okay, good. Whew. All right, boom, go.
All these cute puppies and kittens are going to make my allergies act up.
Yeah. Thank you. What do we got? 81. Yeah, no, I said I got an extra thing, but it's not helping. All right, hype train success. We did it, which means I got to change my hype train thing. I didn't change it. I don't think we get the thing. Everybody, thank you. I got to do it manually, which is just ridiculous. All right, what do we got? What do we got for a thank you screen here? I don't know what this one is. Let's just do that one. Fingers crossed. Could be good, could be bad. Everybody, thank you. Hey, thank you. Back to the puppies. This thing. All right, yeah. Here's what I'm finding out right here. All right. This is a. Did it just? Why does that fur look perfect? It looks unusually perfect, obscenely perfect. How is this here? What kind of dog is this that's got this kind of hair here? Did they just get cleaned? Did they just get bathed? What's going on there? The texture here caught my attention, and I wasn't quite sure if it was real or not. Does he have the correct amount of paws? And I wonder what's happening here. Great Pyrenees. And it's got unique fur texture. Do you have extra toe? Oh, sort of like, what's that term? Polydactyl or something? Yeah, we had a cat that had the extra toe. It was bizarre. So when it slapped another cat, that cat felt it. It was insane. Boo. Nice. What else we got? Stealing hearts. And probably some of your food. Yeah, little tiny pigs are cute. I feel like they're kind of a hassle, though. I don't know how easy they are to take care of. They are cute, though. Cute 7-month-old female Persian cat. She's up for adoption. Give her a name. Hey, I'll take the cat. Look at that. I'll take the cat. Look at him. He's cute. He's got that I'm uninterested kind of thing. I don't think I'd ever put a bell on a cat, though. Because cats have super sensitive hearing, and I feel like it would bother them every time they walk. Or maybe they wouldn't care. I don't know. The other one on the left looks familiar. Hollywood actor. I forgot the name. Anyone else? Yeah, okay. Let's see. What's happening here? Little cat. Schmo kitty. Dog. Other dog. This looks like a standard stock photo. Getty Images. Puppy. I don't know if it's that good or if it's just whatever. The cat loves the bell? Wow. Most of the cats that I have are just like, bells. Well, they didn't like collars because they were all rescued too. So, you ain't a bell on a cat. Otherwise, you never know where they are. Oh, I always know where they are. And when I don't, I find them. This guy. He's cool. All right, what else we got? Cat just hanging out in cat pipes. Seems kind of happy. Maybe not. All right, what else we got here? Hey, this guy. Look at him. Caught mid-mission and rocking a conic tail. Look at that. Ta-da. Those things are cool. You can't really have those as pets, though. Yo, they gave him a little sweater. Look at that. Yeah, I've never really had a cat that liked sweaters either. Now, where those pet parents that every time I got a pet, they were just like, do not put clothes on me. Do not put clothes on me. I don't know why. Yeah, this is pretty much me every day. Especially when I get interrupted while I'm working. I'm just like, what? It's pretty good. I miss Grumpy Cat. Hey, look, a little bunny. Why is the bunny's like, can you let me outside, please? That's where I should be, frolicking. Good. I would tear your arms and your hands up if you try to put a collar or bell off of it. Really? Huh. Clingy guy. Yeah, cats when they're small are super clingy, and my God, their claws will just literally, they don't understand boundaries at all. They will literally crawl up your leg as if you're a tree, sticking their little tiny needle paws the whole way up. It's crazy. And then you're like, ow, 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 ow. But it's so cute. Ow. Sean's saying a whole lot of, what, fluff. Fluffy. What else we got? That's something you got to brush every single day. Oh. Yeah, cat just sleeping. Also, a lot of cats, like half of them didn't like when they had covers over them. They would all get all bent out of shape. It's weird. Bunnies. Look at this guy. He's brand new. Look at him. He's like, I'm a little kitty. Ooh. That's cool. Probably can't even see yet. Good. Bum, bum, bum. Dude, that's like that Shrek cat. Holy crap. This thing looks like an old grizzled assassin. We have to send you on one last mission. All right, but it's got to be the last mission. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Yeah, Puss in Boots. Oh, what happened to this guy? Poor little raccoon. Why is it so tiny? Like, when they're that, like, are they really that small under all that fur? That seems weird, right? Where's the tail? I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere else. What the hell? Don't trust it. Could be AI. Fluffy cat. Cute dog. That's just a pillow. Ah. Ugh. That expression when you just get you sit comfortably after like a long day and then somebody's like, hey, could you do this one thing? Oh, I just sat down. Oh, man. You got to be laying on the delete key, right? Yeah. All your files are gone. What's he doing? Destroying your life's work. You got a dog. Got a cat in a hoodie. Hoodie cat. Trash pandas. Yeah, they're cool. Look at this guy. He's cool. Boop, boop. Oh, God. They always look angry when they're bathed. Every once in a while, you get that dog that's like super happy about it. And they're like, usually Labradors are like, hey, water. Is he beautiful? Don't ask me questions. What is this? That's some weird lighting. Nice. Burp, burp, burp. Dog. More cat. More dog. More cat. Wait, do you have a lion? What do you do with panthers?
I do love me some cats, but the pet I wish was in real life are the Sonic Adventure Jowl. If we had those, it would be the perfect pet to take care of.
Yeah, but stupid reality doesn't make it happen. Unless we get into genetic splicing, you know, we could do that. Let's splice some genes and make some mythical creatures. You know, why not? Adorable friend. Adorable friend, huh? More floofs. Pig. All right, that's kind of funny. And we saw this cat. All right, we saw this cat last time. I think we're hitting cat repeats now. Yeah, this one is like, shut up. Shh, quiet. I do believe we are all caught up on the cuteness and the stupid foods and all that the internet has to offer until Wednesday. But we'll see. That would take so many generations of failures to get right. Well, not if science is good. While we have mutant, miserable creatures. I call them humans. Oh, God. There you go. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, man. If we get into the gene splicing thing, I think it'd be fun. Think of all the cool stuff we could make. You know, we could have sentient toast. Why not? You know? It's got to be a way to, you know, combine derpy cats and loaf of bread. Yeah? They're called loafs anyway. We're right there. House cats are the only mammals with, what? Split pupils. What about snakes? Not a mammal, I know. But still. Then there's goats. Goats have those weird, crazy eyes. I like those. Make a dragon and transplant my consciousness into it. Yeah, but then people are going to be like, yo, I want to steal your gold. And then they're going to try to fly you around. Breathe fire on that army. You know, it's a lot of work. Huh? Opossums are cute. I know. We need mythical creatures. We need something that actually is like, you know, I want some kind of weird creature to just pop out of nowhere that was always here that we never saw, and people are bewildered by it. Humanity gazes up into a sky and actually sees a flying dragon that has been hidden in, I don't know, some volcanic alcove, you know, that humans couldn't get to. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh my God. The first thing they'll probably do is try to kill it and see if they can harvest it for pharmaceutical research. You know? Hey, wonder if we could make medicine out of that. Let's get it. That's just the bottom of the ocean. Planet of undiscovered life down there. That would be cool. But, you know, people don't want to go into the ocean unless they're in a bikini, you know, and then they're like, oh, I'm drowning. Oh, I didn't realize pressure would crush me. You know, it's like, you know. Yeah. We have that one bird that is freaking tall and sounds like a machine gun fire. Yeah, but, you know, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would just assume it's an AI or deepfake kind of video. You're like, yeah, that's not a real dragon or nothing. You know, same thing with UFOs and aliens. Aliens will be up in the sky, be like, dude, we're right here. Bro, we are real. We've been hanging out in the bottom of the ocean. We're here to solve all your problems. Yeah, look at this AI video, dude, I saw. Yeah. All right, man, don't believe us. Forget about the cure for everything. Whatever. What? Try to make some what? A treatment from mythical beasts, right? Yeah. ED treatment for mythical beast, man. You just got to grind up its horns and snort it. Oh, society. All right. But we got to wrap up before ads happen. Plus, I haven't really eaten anything, and I'm kind of hungry. Probably should have had breakfast. I don't know why I don't eat breakfast. It ends up being 4 o'clock, and I'm like, then I start stuffing my face with everything, and I'm like, oh. You know, and I'm sitting lethargic trying to finish work and stuff. And all right, what do we got? What do we got? I got to see who's on. We got to see who's on, chat. Who's on? If you're streaming, let me know. Sometimes I overlook everything that I'm looking at. Let me just go to easy mode for this. This is better. All right. There we go. All right. Zograd's on. All right. Why is my page not open? Open, internet. Also, I got to go through the rest of bingo to see if I can fudge stuff. All right, we got Pumpkin Potion is on. A lot of people playing Mugenics. Let's see. We got Rift Tracks is on. Smoke-a-Loke is on. Dawn usually raids them sometimes. Zograd is on. They're stuck on a raft. They're stuck on a raft. The Uncommon Ephemeral guy. He's scanning stuff. Even Demon streaming. There's a DJ playing retro music? I don't know. What do we got here? Am I missing somebody? Dude, after a while, I just look at this thing and it blurs over. See, suggested collaborators. What do you think I am? Social? God. All right, will you be demon streaming? What? Bob Ross.
Thanks for the stream. Have a good week, Pumpkin Guy.
Thank you. I appreciate. What happened to Phoenix Monroe? Where they at? Are you alive? I hope you're doing well. No, I haven't seen them in a bit. I always like to say hello. They're usually here first thing. I'm checking in on them. Let us know you're okay. Just saying. Yes, I do know when people aren't here. Like Goth Reaper. Where's Goth Reaper been? I don't know. Nobody tells me. Oh, there you go. Phoenix is here. Hey, there you go. Okay. I still take Phoenix Monroe. I know it's the Lunar Phoenix. Just making sure you're alive. Okay. What? You were missed. All right, let's raid somebody and figure out what we're doing. We'll figure it out. Boom. All right. As usual, as we end the stream, do something fun this week. Yo, it's Valentine's Day. It's the discount candy day. Go out, buy yourself a box of chocolate because whoever you were with was too stupid to get you chocolates. All right? That's what you do. You go out there and you be like, oh, I'm getting this chocolate. You know, that kind of thing. The longer you wait, the cheaper they get. Allegedly. Sometimes they just pack the crap up and bring it out the next year and they're like, here we go, man. You know. All right. Oh, we'll see. All right. Never buy discounted Valentine's Day candy. What? Dude, that's like one of the fun things. You know, discount anything holiday candy. It's great. I love it. Hey, thanks for all you do. Thank you for putting up with all we do. I appreciate it. Thank you. Dawn will be on tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I know it's also President's Day. So, hey, if you got the day off, hey, all the better. You know, discount candy, another day off, 3-day weekend. Football season is over, so you don't got to hear about sports ball. It'll be great. Yay for candy sales. I love candy sales. Candy. All right, so we're going to wrap up, do the thing again, do something fun. Come on, life is short. You got to do something fun. You know, we're going to have my pagao and guacamole. I don't know. I feel like that's going to be fun. It's all crispy and delicious. Yes, I know. It's big. I burned rice. All of a sudden, I'm more gourmet. Yeah, so there you go. But said hi, Dawn. I know where they are, but I will say hi. Dawn, tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Donut Time BC. Boom. On Twitch. Everybody else posted a new cartoon, so that's up. If you want to look at it, go ahead. We got another cartoon coming up relatively soon on the 20th. Friday. We're gonna have a fun thing posted for everybody. It's gonna be fun if you're a patron. Plus some stuff will be rolling out on YouTube too, so you get to see some of the stuff there. It'll be kind of fun. I'll be surprised. I don't want to ruin it. But you know, on the 20th, it'll be fun. That's Friday, right? Yeah, make sure you get everything done before. Yeah, then. Oh god, we got a lot of work to do, but it'll be fun. Shh, it's a secret. All right, everybody go. We're going to raid somebody. I haven't decided yet. Go. Thanks for supporting and everything.